Yo to the community. What's going on? What's going on, people? I hope everybody doing pretty good, man. We had some technical difficulties, some weather difficulties, whatever you want to call it, but we had a different spot. We got a different setup. I'm still live on YouTube. I put the link up top if people want to come in and chime in over there. I know it's a later start, but we got time though. Hopefully, it didn't throw anybody day off too much. We got a little time since the game don't come on until 9 anyway. Let me get mad up here real quick. Let's see how many people we got in here. We got 235. That was pretty quick. Yeah, man. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. We got just one game today, of course. The NBA Finals. So we only gonna have one game. I think it's every 2 days. Real quick for the new people, as always, definitely check out the link in my bio. My name's Chris. I handicap these basketball games, try to bring value for myself and for the community, bring up some of the sharper minds in the gambling Twitter community as well. And we just kind of run through the slate looking for value, whether it's player props, size, team totals, over unders, first quarter spreads, whatever you name it. It's probably somebody betting it. Series long predictions, all that. So yeah, hopefully, that's the plan. That's the goal. That's who I am and what the Twitter space is. If you click on the link in my bio, it'll take you to the link tree. The Crispy, where you can find the ChrisBeCappinn merch. It's t-shirts, it's hoodie. Appreciate people that's been supporting. A lot of support on those. So I appreciate you guys for, kind of spreading the movement. We just gonna keep going. I tweeted the other day that, we on the way to the moon and we just put our seatbelt on. So we got a long way to go. The group and the community is just going to continue to grow. But I appreciate you guys for visiting over there. Also, there's a link for my YouTube over there as well. Sportsbook referral links. If you guys sign up using any of those referral links, it'll give you a free bet, me a free bet upon your deposit. And I got one the other day, so appreciate whoever did that. I don't even know who did it, but I get those every now and then. So appreciate you guys for using those referral links. So just another way of showing, some a token of appreciation for the time, effort, and energy that it takes to, do these spaces on a daily basis. Also, I am an affiliate of OzJam, so the OzJam referral link is there as well. OzJam is the greatest thing that you could possibly think of as far as, where to start betting. Bunch of great educational stuff going on over there. I definitely recommend line shopping so you can make sure you get the best value. So check OzJam out if you haven't already. And even if you don't plan on purchasing, signing up for the subscription, it's a bunch of free tools as well. So check out the free tools over there. And then the last two things are my Cash App and my Venmo. If people want to tip, they definitely can. But yeah, that's what I got to start, man. Like I said, we only got one game today. Storm tried to hold us back, but it couldn't. We here, we live. I'm not at the crib, but I'm at a crib. But the show had to go on, man. The show had to go on. So we here. Let's get into it, man. I got a lot to say about this game. I know a lot of other people probably got a lot to say as well. So let's go ahead and attack it, man. Let's go ahead and attack it. We got the Golden State Warriors at home tonight, hosting the Boston Celtics in Game 1. Matt, I don't know why I won't let you connect, bro. I keep trying to get you connected. I think you connected now. Let me get.
Yeah, what's up, Chris?
What's up? What's up, man? I'm good. How you?
Technical difficulties, but I'm doing good, man. Good day today.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate you being here, man. As always, my brother. But yeah, let's get into it. So we get a line that opened at 3.5. I don't got my split screens either, so it's gonna be a little more difficult than it typically is. But it's cool. It's cool. We gonna we're gonna make it do what we got. So we get a line that opened at 3.5. Interestingly enough, this line hasn't moved, right? I feel like, one of the weird things for me is that I feel like all of the money is on Golden State tonight, whether it's the spread or whether it's the money line. That minus 160, minus 165. I see it all the way up to minus 169 for that money line for Golden State. So whether it's the spread or the money line, the line just hasn't moved though. I do see a couple fours on Unibet. I see one on Bet Rivers and Sugar House. But other than that, like I see a bunch of 3.5 still, and that's what it opened at. So it's just a tad bit weird to me that all this money's coming in on Golden State and the line's not moving at all. I think that could be it could potentially be a trap, or maybe Vegas just going to take the L and lose. But we'll see what happens, in that regard. That's the line. As far as injuries and availability, I don't think I saw any updates yet. I don't think we've gotten anything. Let me just go check real quick, just to make sure. I feel like we haven't gotten any updated news. I saw the tweet from Underdog earlier, about the status of Robert Williams being questionable. So Robert Williams is questionable. Otto Porter Jr. Otto Porter Jr. Otto Porter Jr. Is questionable as well. And then Gary Payton II was on track to be available. So Marcus Smart is in. I think everybody else that's not mentioned is also in as well. So that's where we are as far as injury wise. And then we have, let me get back to my notes. We got a bunch of interesting takes, right? So Ronald made this point on his show yesterday. I was on Ronald Caban's show, and he was saying that when you get this late into the season, it's going to be trends that are going to be able to back both sides, right? And when you're betting these games, a lot of people are doing it based on, if you're very inexperienced, you might just be betting on, the player that you like. I hope people are not doing that unless that's, a really, really great player. Or they're betting, situationally, right? So situationally is more like, who has the rest advantage, who's at home, how do these teams perform, under these given circumstances. Then you get the technicalities, right? So maybe some statistics come in, who averages more points, analytical data. And then you get the psychological effect as well, right? So psychological effect is, who's been here before, who's done this, whose first time is it, how much do I weigh that into account in order to handicap this game and see who has the advantage, right? To see where I'm gonna put my money at. So those are all different things that, kind of take into consideration. And I hope that when people make their predictions or their suggestions, they're sharp and they've thought about all of those different things together, right? So I'm gonna tell you guys one thing. I put a small bet in already. But I'm looking to make a bigger bet. I had a free bet. It was a small bet I put in on Golden State minus the 3.5. If I'm being honest and transparent, I put that in yesterday. But like I said, it's kind of weird that the line hasn't changed a lot, recently. So that's one official I did put in, and I'll tell you guys my reasoning why behind that, and then we'll get into some. I'll kind of open it up to you guys, and then I'll kind of go over some player props as well. But I don't want to talk too long at the very beginning. So couple trends for me that kind of back Golden State early. First of all, I think it's some kind of weird stat like Steve Kerr's like 21-2 or 19-1 or something like that in game one since he's taken over as head coach of the Golden State Warriors in the playoffs in game ones. But then you factor in game one of series so far this playoffs, Boston is 1-2 straight up, 0-3 ATS. Opponents are they're winning those games by losing. I'm sorry, Boston is losing those games by average margin of about 8 points. The Celtics are 0-1 ATS and straight up as an away team in game ones. Opponents win those games by about 11 points. Then you get Golden State being the more rested team. They're 16-8 straight up, 13-9-2 ATS and winning the game by average margin of about 7 points when they're the more rested team. And if you add in that their opponent has a 50% win percentage or better, the Warriors are 10-4 straight up and ATS. Average margin of victory is about 8 points. Conversely, the Celtics, on the other hand, when they're the less rested team, they're 10-13 straight up, 12-11 ATS. And this was the same case, when they lost against the Heat last round in the playoffs in game one as well, even though they started pretty hot, if you remember game one. Then some historical data that I wanted to bring into consideration as well is in game ones of the NBA Finals, dating all the way back to 2015, the home team is 7-0 straight up and 6-1 ATS, with the average margin of victory being about 14 points. The Warriors are also 4-0 straight up and 3-1 ATS in their time span. So all of those trends for me back Golden State. I do think that a lot of people are on Golden State, and the majority probably think that people are going to win Golden State. Golden State's going to win the series, but I'm not talking about series. For me, it's too many different moving pieces that we don't know the answer to right now to decide who's going to win this series. I don't think it'll be a series that's decided in 5 games, potentially 6, but maybe even 7. I think this is the best team that Golden State's played in the playoffs. thinking about all the injuries that they've been able to kind of, all the injured teams that they've been able to play against so far in the first round. Who did they get? They got Denver. We know Denver was a one-man band. In the second round, they got Memphis. Ja got hurt. Steven Adams wasn't back yet. And then in the third round, they got Dallas, and Dallas wasn't hurt, but they were another team that was a one-man band as well. Conversely, on the opposite side, I do think that this offense will be the best offense and the best team that Boston has played as well, right? So in saying that, I'm saying that in the first round they got Brooklyn, and we thought Brooklyn. I think everybody thought Brooklyn was better than getting swept, but Brooklyn wasn't better than getting swept. So they got swept to Brooklyn. In the second round, they got Milwaukee without with Giannis, but without his sidekick in Chris Middleton. And then Miami was kind of hobbled. We all saw that in the last series as well. So I do think that this is going to be a competitive series. I'm not putting anything on the future, but if I had to play a bet, it'd probably be the series for Boston plus 1.5, because I don't think that that the Golden State beats them in 6. They've been extremely resilient, but they're not the more experienced team, right? So that's just what I'm kind of looking at in the very, very beginning. I got a lot of other things I want to share as well, all the way down to who starts these series the hottest, right? So we know closeout Clay, right? Game 6 Clay, whatever you want to call him, he typically elevates his game throughout, right? Throughout the playoffs as the series gets longer, throughout the series as it gets longer. So I want to break down some of that stuff too, but I don't want to, I want to kind of open it up and let other people talk as well. So I'll let a couple people up, get thoughts and projections or questions, and then I'll kind of cipher through some of my information as well. So I know Breezy had she had added me earlier. I think she got a look. Let me get Annie up here. I see Snagged in here, Sosa up here. So yeah, we can go ahead and start getting into some of the stuff. Matt, first of all, you got anything you wanted to share, Matt, before anybody else come up?
I'm gonna listen for a minute, and then I'll jump in winning if I can. If that's
okay.
Cool.
No, that's totally fine. That's totally fine,
Yeah.
man. Totally fine. I just wanted to. You was the first person that requested up, so I wanted to make sure I got to you. Littles, what's up, bro? What's going on, Littles? Littles said, so I'm in the YouTube chat. There's 28 people in the YouTube chat. Hey, what's up, Chris? Beware. Trent is on the Warriors. Tatum or Smart Assist or both? AK, that's a good question. I don't know the answer to that one yet. Plus, hit that like button. Appreciate you, JR Sports. Definitely hit the like button if you're on the YouTube. I'm on the Warriors minus 1.5 first half and Warriors full game minus 3.5. Let's double cash today. Okay, Littles. I don't know about that Warriors 1.5 first half though, Littles. I don't know, bro. We gotta talk about that one before you place that one, bro. Coach No Jacket said, "What's going on, Chris?" In chat, who's showing up tonight is the question. I feel Jalen Brown coming to play and Curry carrying them tonight. Okay, cool. I mean, so I like to start with this before I get to the people that's up. And Snagged, I'm gonna come to you first, and I'm gonna come to Bo. Well, first I'm gonna open it up to Breezy because she the only lady and she requested first. So I'm gonna come to her first, and I'm gonna come to you, Snag, and I'm gonna get to Bo. But I do want to say that for everybody who got that itch, right? That itch that they're waiting to scratch because you don't know baseball, you haven't been betting recently. Game 1, I say this all the time, right? It's a fill out game. So don't go dumping your whole bankroll, everything that you want to spend on the finals, into game 1. Like, manage your bankroll, manage your units. Don't hate for people to have to upload money or, be down because they went too heavy in game 1. We do need to kind of get a feel for, let the players get a feel for each other. This is a lot of the players on Boston. It's their first time playing in the finals, even though they have been to 3 conference finals. But this is their first time actually making a trip to the finals. So maybe that's a little nerve. I would caution people on taking a lot of overs and making a whole bunch of plays, right? I got a couple DMs earlier, people sending me tickets, asking me, do I like their 17-leg parlay? And I'm like, nah, I don't. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, let's open it up though. Breezy, you take it away. How you doing today?
I'm good, Chris. How are you?
I'm good. I won't complain. I will not complain. What you want, Breezy? What you like?
So again, game one, brand new series. I'm definitely keeping it light. Like you said, you just want to wait for everybody to get a feel for each other. So, I got 2 straight plays that I really like, and then 1 parlay that I feel is pretty safe, but you never know. So the first one is Jalen Brown over 9.5 rebounds plus assists. I got this on FanDuel at -132. He hit it in both games versus the Warriors that he's played in, and he has hit this number in 11 of the 18 playoff games this year. So I like that number for him. I think he can clear it pretty easy. But again, it's game one, so you never know. And then I also like Marcus Smart over 9.5 rebounds plus assists. I got this on DraftKings at -145. He's cleared this in both games versus the Warriors that he's played in, and then 8 of the last 15 playoff games. So I like both of those spots for these guys.
Okay, so Jalen Brown over 9.5 rebounds plus assists, and Marcus Smart over 9.5 rebounds plus assists.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
And
so
then,
go ahead. Finish.
Sorry.
No. Go ahead.
And then a little parlay, 4-leg parlay. I have Jalen Brown over 6.5 rebounds, Derek White 4+ rebounds, Draymond Green over 5.5 assists, and Marcus Smart over 5.5 assists. I got that on FanDuel. That comes out to +1546.
Say that one more time, please, for me, please.
Jalen Brown over 6.5 rebounds.
Okay.
Derek White plus rebounds.
How many for Derek White?
Over 3.5.
Over 3.5. Okay.
Yeah. Draymond Green over 5.5 assists, and Marcus Smart over 5.5 assists.
Okay. And you got that? What'd you say the odds on that one was, Bree?
+1546 on FanDuel.
Ooh, okay, a little spicy one. I like. Ain't nothing, wrong with having a little spice. I like that. So, Breezy, what you thinking is it's gonna be a bunch of missed shots today? Because I see you got a lot of rebound props in here.
Yeah, because I feel like both of these teams shoot the ball a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And why not?
No, I agree. I definitely agree with you. A lot of people have been talking about how good Boston's defense is, and it has been really, really good. Past June 1st, they were definitely the number 1 defensive rated team in the league. But I think people are sleeping on how good Golden State defense is as well, because Golden State was ranked number 2. So I definitely think you see a lot of misses. I think the books are tempting us as well. If you go look at the first quarter totals, I think it's like 25 and 26. Which for me tells me that the books think that the game is going to start off a little slow as the teams kind of fill each other out, like we're talking about. So I think that's sharp, baby. Yeah. I think that's sharp for sure.
Thank you. I'm riding the good vibes today. I bought a new car, so I'm riding that wave today.
Okay, congrats. Get that first car payment money today. Okay.
Yeah.
Breezy said she's going out there. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Appreciate you sharing that, Breezy. And of course, I hope you cash.
Thank you. Thanks for having me up.
Of course. Let me come to Snag, and then I'm coming to you, Bo, and then you, Annie. What's up, Snag?
Yo, what's good, Chris?
What up?
For me, for game one, I got a same game parlay that I'll read it off. It's 7 legs, so if you need a second to write it down, let me know. But I'm ready when you are.
No. Go ahead. I don't even put 7-leg parlays. If they more than 4, I don't even add them. But so I hope y'all listening. If y'all don't, then just write down. Go to Snag page, because I'm pretty sure Snag got it posted on his page, or he could pin it up top.
Yeah, or I'll tweet it out.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll work.
Warriors money line.
Okay.
Curry and Tatum for 25. Draymond for 6 assists and 6 rebounds, and then Marcus Smart for a steal and Draymond for a block. It's +1,003.
Okay, that ain't actually too crazy, Snag. Actually, I like that a little bit, bro.
And another thing I got Warriors win game 1 and win the series at +170. It dropped now, but I put that in as well.
So the Warriors to win game 1 and win the series?
Yep.
Okay. So we know what side snagged on for sure.
Yeah, I'm going with the one beating the Pyrex pot, man.
Okay. Okay. Appreciate you sharing the look, Snag. I hope you cash him, brother. I hope you cash him.
Yeah, I'm finna tweet that play out and drop it in the jumbo.
Yeah, definitely put it up top so people can tell it if they want to, bro. Yeah, go ahead, Big Mike Murder. What's up, bro?
Hey, what's good, everybody? Hey, real quick, I just came up so I could put the parlay up that I did today. And I just dropped it up there in the jumbotron just now. So anybody want to tell or check it out? All of these props have hit, and like consistently in the playoffs, at home and away. Of course, away for Boston, home for Golden State, and they actually been consistent in game ones as well.
I'm looking at that right now. I'm high on Wiggins tonight too. Mike, I was actually thinking about putting a straight in on his points.
Yeah, I did that too, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy you got him first, bro. I like that. I actually like that a lot. I mean, it all looked doable too, and you get a plus 1,500. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, appreciate you sharing that, bro. Hey, y'all definitely look up top, man. I know Mike had hit one of them joints. What was it, last week, Mike? Week before last? Yeah. Okay. Hey, and it was way bigger odds than that too. So appreciate you sharing that, bro, for sure, man.
All right, no doubt, bro.
Yes, sir. Good luck. Bo, I want to come to you, and then Andy, I want to come to you. What's up, Bo?
What's going on? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you good? You clear?
I'm gonna be quick. I wanted to talk about one of those popular parlays. It's like 10 of them I like, but I picked the one that I thought was the most spicy. I took the one for Jordan Poole to score 30 in any series game and the Warriors to win the series, plus 1,200. I dropped 75 on it to give me about 900. I'm fucking with that hard. I'm liking Jordan Poole to have a game tonight, actually. I just feel like just a chance for him to go off and have 130 piece and for the Warriors to win. That's real, like, juicy for me. I do got a parlay up, too. So centered around Jordan Poole. That's Jordan Poole 25, Jordan Poole 4 threes, and Robert Williams 10 rebounds. I got that at plus 11,234 just for the 3 legs. So I really like that the Poole party tonight. I think Poole come out and put a show on for his first finals game. I don't think after this series, this will be the first time we see this guy in the NBA finals. So I think this is like a welcoming party for Jordan Poole tonight.
So that what you said, Bo? You said that was 25, 4 threes, and then 10 rebounds for Robert Williams?
Yes, sir.
Damn, I like the odds on that, bro. And I'm gonna tell you another reason why I like that, because I think Clay. I don't think Clay hit his point prop tonight. I ain't put no bread on it yet, but I do think that they're gonna need a second scorer, besides Steph. I think they're gonna take Clay out the game tonight. That's just me, me and what I'm thinking. I don't think Clay gonna, be able to kind of keep up. I would take the under on his threes tonight, that 3.5. And I could be wrong, but I just don't see a big game from Clay. I think Boston got enough wing defenders to slow him down before they slow Steph down.
Yeah, I think Clay take it personal now to show up in the closeout game. Saw what he did the last time. So,
yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, and I just like the Jordan Poole aspect too, because especially if Gary Payton come out and play 20 minutes, that kind of allow. I'm not gonna say them to hide Jordan Poole on defense, but that's gonna kind of allow. If Gary Payton's out there with Jordan Poole, Poole's gonna be the primary ball handler. So that's gonna allow him to have the ball in his hands and look for his shot, get other people involved. And I just think coming off the bench, I like the Celtics. I get them 2 games in this series, but I just think the experience and the depth that the Warriors have is going to overwhelm them. That's me personally, and like I said, I like that popular parlay I brought up, just because 1,200 on that. I think it's another one for him to score or hit 2 threes every series or every game. It's a couple of them in there that I really fuck with. But I took the spicy one with that 30, and I expect Golden State to win this series as well. So
okay, Bo. Okay, little spice from Bo. Hey, it wouldn't even be Bo made if he was on spicy.
Hey, real quick, Bo, the 2 threes one was one when you brung it up, the popular parlays, that's what made me put my hand back up. I put in, there's one for him to hit 2 threes in every series game at plus 1,400. And the other one that I like, Chris, while we on that topic before I forget about it, is Jalen Brown to hit 3 threes in all series games at plus 2,100. And the first one is Jordan Poole to hit 2 threes in every game at plus 1,400. And the other one is Jalen Brown, 3 threes at plus 2,100.
3 threes in each game, Snap?
Yeah, the Jalen Brown is 3 threes. The other one is Jordan Poole, 2 threes, and it's 1,400.
Nice little long shot. So you think he hit 3 every game? Snap? That's a lot, bro.
I mean, I do. But then again, like Bo said, I got the Warriors winning. So, I mean, why not?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm probably about to drop something on that 2 threes joint too, because like I think Clay come out and show out. I got Warriors in 6, so I think Clay have his game, and his nickname Game 6 Clay. And I think the first 4 or 5 games, you see a combination of Jordan Poole, Wiggins, and Steph kind of dominate. I wouldn't be shocked if Looney have a game too as well, but I just like Jordan Poole best because he coming off the bench. And he bringing the extra firepower for the Warriors bench. So
Yeah, okay, hey, but I definitely see where you coming from for sure. We're gonna see how the series go, bro. I think I don't know, bro. I think I need to see a game real quick to determine, how I think the series gonna go, just because these two, real dynamic teams. And one thing I didn't mention was like the turnovers, right? We know Golden State is so careless with the basketball. I think they led the league in like far as the playoffs, led the playoffs in turnovers. Just careless stuff. You know what I mean? Like, they are the more experienced team, of course, but they turn the ball over at such a high rate, just doing, just careless passes, idiot type stuff. And I don't know. If Boston could take advantage of that, it's going to be a big help for them. I also think that, a lot of people that's back in Golden State aren't necessarily thinking about how well Boston can switch out on all the pick and rolls, right? So maybe they do wear Robert Williams down a little bit. Like, I've heard that theory as well. But I'm interested to see what happens, man. I'm just so excited we get a game of basketball. And appreciate the look snagged on the series plays. And Bo, I definitely appreciate your looks as well, my brother. Annie, I want to come to you, but let me get caught up in the chat a little bit. So LJ said Boston 6-3 on the road in first quarters in the playoffs. First quarter is a plus 110. I was looking at that too, LJ. I was looking at Boston first quarter as well. Said no big booty parlays for me tonight. Steve said Tatum double is plus 320. And then Kreese said Wiggins under 6.5 rebounds might be the play of the day. Kevon Looney will play more for matchup reasons, and Boston is the best rebounding team. The Warriors played all postseason. Less cash. I actually like Kevon Looney under 9.5 rebounds a lot. I didn't play
Chris,
that. Yeah.
With that, I think it's a good combo piece for us to kind of jump in and just kind of talk about it. I know we have talked about it in some other spaces like last week, but who do you think kind of blinks first here? Like, how quick does Kerr go to the death lineup? Does Udoka think that, hey, 2 bigs on the floor, I'm going to roll with that, for as long as Looney stays on the floor? How this thing all shakes out in terms of the matchups is fascinating. I mentioned in the Discord that I'm not playing any of these big guys in game 1 until I see more information of how they defend, how they react. Obviously, there'll be adjustments made as the series goes on, but I genuinely don't think anybody can tell you how they know it's going to go. Like, it's you're guessing right now.
I agree, man.
Yep. Without any sample size, without you can't tell me anything you saw in the regular season will be applicable to what this happens in game 1.
Right.
It's just so. To me, with my player props, I'm focusing on the guards and the wings because I know they'll get the minutes. I know they'll be out there. And then, you may strike lightning in a bottle with one of these guys if Horford pops off or Williams or Looney or one of these things. And I'll tip my cap for you if you're the one if you guess it right. But the minutes could be anything. Rob Williams could play 15 minutes. He could play 30 minutes. Al Horford, same thing. Like, if he's out here chasing Steph Curry around and picks up 3 fouls, like, guess what? Your Al Horford shit, goes to hell quick. And the same thing with Looney. Like, I mean, Looney's done a good job out in the perimeter, but like, if they're getting him and attacking him and doing what they can, like, he could get in trouble. Draymond could get in trouble. I'm confident that Draymond doesn't get in too much foul trouble tonight. I don't know. I think the narrative for him to keep him in the games and stuff is there. But I think you'll find, even though the prices are a little bit high for guys like Steph and Tatum and Clay and people like that, Brown, you're guaranteed you're going to get the minutes, hopefully, no matter what type of rotations the coaches throw out. So nothing wrong with not trying to, like you said, don't try to hit a home run in game one. Just if we can make a few units today, great. If you make some more on some long shots, even better. But yeah, you're trying to get all your money in pre-flop. It's kind of risky without. Let's see a flop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree, man. I think that's a lot of great advice too, man. And the other thing I think, going back to what you originally started with, Matt, is the lineup situation. I totally agree as well, man. We didn't even see Kevon Looney with this amount of minutes until it was the end of that the Memphis series, and then Curry decided he could be a mismatch. And shout out to Curry for recognizing that, or whoever on his coaching staff recognized that he could be a mismatch because Dallas didn't have a lot of interior scoring. And one of the things that I think was kind of not talked about a lot in the last series is that even while Golden State didn't necessarily shoot the 3-point ball that well, they were still able to score in the paint. Like, they had nobody was able to stop them at the rim at all.
Sure.
From Wiggins to Steph, even Clay, when his jumper wasn't falling, was able to get to the wing. And Maxi Kleber did his best to protect the rim, but it wasn't enough. So now you do get a lot more paint presence, right? Al Horford can protect the rim. Grant Williams can. We know the animal that Robert Williams is when he's healthy, but his health is also a question, right? Because like you said, man, if they pull Looney out of the game because they're not as efficient offensively scoring the ball, then how much do you see those other guys, right? Do we see a 35-minute night for Grant Williams, right? So I agree with you, man. I do think that, and that's what I was talking about, kind of sitting back and waiting and seeing how things go. I think the third quarter will tell us a lot, and, we'll learn a lot. We'll definitely learn a lot as we kind of watch throughout the night, for sure, man.
Yeah, I think those you almost want to go back to the Memphis series and see how they decided to defend. And I've been talking to a couple people that I respect their knowledge and stuff. And Memphis they could have thrown some big bodies, but they didn't. I thought Memphis, when they countered that death lineup with Jaren Jackson at the 5, that gave them a lot of flexibility. And I think that's like as close to what the Celtics can do. If they're running like a Grant Williams at the 5, or are they going to run Horford at the 5 against the death lineup? Because I sure as hell don't think they're going to run 2 bigs, but maybe that's the counterpunch. It's like, hey, we got 2 bigs, but yeah, I guess a lot will play into our shots going in. You'll have to counter it based on what's happening. But the chess match is fascinating, and I'm excited to see it play out. It's a shame we got to wait another 2 hours and 15 minutes.
I know, right? I feel like it's been 10 years already, man.
Right, I know. But yeah, I'm gonna listen. It's good combo. It's got the juices going here.
Yeah, no, for sure. Before I come to Annie, let me get back to the chat. So let's see. So Steve, you made the point that I made, man. Breezy, Christina said, it's beautiful, keep shining. Let's see. So Steve says Caesars Sportsbook openly admitted they need Boston to win game 1. I didn't see that, Steve. Send me that if you can. He said lopsided money on Golden State, but the line is not moving. Very interesting. And that's what I said too, right? We've been able to bet on this for a while now, and all the money is on Golden State for the spread or for the for the money line, and that line still hasn't moved yet. That's kind of weird to me. Troy said, I got no bets tonight. I would feel better watching game one to get an idea of how they play each other. I could not talk you off of that, Troy. Even if it's live bets, you know what I mean? Like if you find Boston up, super early in this game, we know Golden State's probably gonna make a run. So I love that. I love that a lot. Christina said, who had the 11,000 plus parlay? That was Bo. Bo had the 11,000 plus parlay. He had Jordan Poole 25, Jordan Poole 4 threes, and Robert Williams 10 rebounds. Christina, if you're looking for that. Steve said, wouldn't be surprised if Boston win games one. It wouldn't surprise me that much, Steve, but I would be a little shocked just because they typically don't start off the series. Boston is a team that typically needs to get punched in order to punch back. If you've been watching the series and just in general, I think most people would agree with that. The finals is a totally different beast, though. The finals is a totally different beast. And I my guy is in the building. Finesse is in the building. We got people in here looking for you, Finesse. I had a comment earlier that was for you. It won't direct it at you, but somebody did say, let me go back up real quick and see if I can find this. Finesse, somebody said dang, somebody had a comment for Finesse. Somewhere up here, Finesse. I can't find it, bro. It's a lot of stuff going on over here on the YouTube live stream. But yeah, Finesse in the building. And he gonna tell you why he like whatever it is that he playing tonight too, of course. Real quick, don't forget they got the promo too. If any team you bet is up 10, you win on DraftKings. I think it was. Oh yeah, Coach, I saw that too. People been DMing that to me. I feel like it's a trap. I ain't messing with it. But yeah, if you like it, play it for sure. Andy, I want to come to you. I want to get to you, Stizzy, Dino as well, and then we're gonna get to my guy Finesse. Andy, what's going on, man? How you see game one going?
Hey Chris, what's up? What's good? How you doing?
I'm pretty good, man. How about yourself?
I'm good. I actually spent the last couple of days just watching some of the media day interviews and the two previous games that the Celtics and the Warriors played. So the two games that they played, the most recent one was when Marcus Smart dived into Steph Curry's ankles, and like there was a whole controversy of whether he did it like on purpose or not. So like that game is basically out of the window as well because there was like Wiggins was injured and like a bunch of key players were injured. So like that does nothing to sort of give us any data for the matchup. And the game before that, the Celtics had Romeo Langford starting. So like none of the two games they've played gives us an indication of what the season is going to go like because both teams have changed drastically. Like the lineups have changed, the way they play has changed. Like the Celtics look like the best team in the NBA for a long stretch of time after that. So it's really hard to predict like a lot of people have said, but that's where you sort of rely on the big names to come through. You sort of rely on what you've seen in the playoffs and what you've seen these teams do against other opposition. And something I've seen, something I've done a bit of research on is we all know about Golden State being a third quarter team, like being the best sort of third quarter team after the halftime. They come out and they sort of annihilate the opposition, but they're actually 14-2 in the playoffs for the fourth quarter, and one of the losses was in that huge 50-point whatever blowout against Memphis. So I'm going to take one of my officials today is taking Golden State fourth quarter, just straight up Golden State money line on the fourth quarter. Like they're at home and they have a really strong record, and if it's going to be a close game, I think everyone has seen the stat where the Celtics are horrible in clutch games, where Jason Tatum hasn't been great in clutch games, in clutch moments. And if that's to happen again, then like the Golden State is going to come through because they have a really well set system. They're at home, so they have a lot of factors going for them, and so that's what I'm going for today. A second sort of official play I have today is Marcus Smart to go under his points. So I don't know if anyone saw his media day interview, but he said he's lucky to even walk, like let alone play basketball. And if he's going to be chasing Steph around those screens and or chasing play around those screens, or any of these movement shooters that they have like 4 movement shooters. He's not going to be able to expend any energy like taking the ball and like putting it on the floor like he was able to against Miami, because Miami didn't have any movement shooters. They had Max Strus, but like he was on Jimmy Butler all the time, or Smart was on Jimmy Butler all the time. So I honestly see I don't see Marcus Smart scoring 15 points today. I think his line's sitting at 14.5 right now. So I'm smashing the under on that. And then I have a small 3-leg parlay. It's Poole to score two plus threes. Like Poole to go over his threes. It's sitting at 1.5. Steph to go over his threes, and Al Horford to have 8+ rebounds. So that I got that at plus 400, and that's dropped now to plus 300. So the books actually like that play. So I'm quite confident on that as well.
So real quick. So you got what's Marcus Smart's point sitting at? 13.5 or 14.5?
I got it at 14.5.
Under 14.5.
Yep.
Okay. And then your other play was Golden State fourth quarter money line.
Yep.
Okay. And then the last one was Jordan Poole over 1.5 threes plus Steph 3.5 threes plus what was the last leg?
Al Horford 8 rebounds, 8+ rebounds.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, good luck. I think you've done a really good job of doing the research. So we just got the officials too. Gary Payton is available to play. Otto is available to play. Iguodala is also available to play. All that just came out, tweeted by Underdog. So, it seems like they got the band back for sure.
Warriors by 31, Chris. Is that what we're playing?
Definitely not.
Don't be scared, man. Sprinkle on it.
Nah. So I was talking to a coworker about that earlier, Matt. No, I'm good. I'll eat later. What kind of? Oh yeah, I'll still wait though. Thank you. Matt. So I was talking about this as a coworker earlier, right? So we have been getting all these blowout games, but one thing that we haven't seen, or at least I don't think so anyway, I don't think we've seen Boston lose by 25 or 30. Like, I don't know if their defense will allow them to lose by that many points, because this is the best defense Golden State gonna be them faced, in the playoffs so far. So I want let me double check myself real quick. But I want to say that I know we didn't see a lot of blowouts, but I'm pretty sure the biggest margin of victory that the Celtics have lost by was game 1 to the Bucks, where they lost by, what's that? 11, 12? I think that's the biggest loss that they had in the playoffs. Even against the Heat, I mean, they lost by 11 in game 1. They lost by 6 in game 3. And they lost by 8. Like, I don't think the Celtics getting blown out. I just don't. Like, I think they play too hard for that. That's just my take though. I know a lot of people want to go to State.
I'm just clowning.
Yeah, no. I think people gonna put that ticket in, man. Like, I think people will probably put that ticket in, and good luck to them, But
I mean, I could see 11. That the double-digit win there, or whatever that FanDuel puts it at. I know some people have that, but win margin.
Right.
I would be shocked if either team gets clapped like that in any of these games.
Yeah, no, I agree. I do think that we'll talk a little bit more about that, man. Let me just get to the other people. I feel like I got so much to say, bro.
Warriors 1 to 10. If you think it's a close game, the Warriors win. That's plus 175.
That's even better. Yeah, that's better. That's better than the money line. That's better than the spread too. I like that a lot, man. I like that one. I hope people wrote that down. I don't know if you gave that out as official, man, but what he said was Warriors 1-10 on the win margin. Just to win the game by 1-10. If you think it's going to be close, what'd you say the odds were, Matt?
It's plus 175.
Plus 175. Yeah, put you down for that, Matt.
Put me down.
Okay, Warriors. Win margin 1-10. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. No, I like that. I like that a lot, man. 1 through 10. Okay. All right, let's keep going because I do want to get to my guy Finesse. Stizzy, I think you was next, and then I want to get to Dino. Stizzy, what's going on, bro? How you doing?
I'm good, and you, bro? How y'all doing?
I'm good, bro. Can't complain, man. I won't complain.
Well, look, I'm gonna be real with you, Chris. I'm gonna tell you what I laughed up. You can put me down as officials for it, but it's like you were saying when I was listening prior. I mean, we don't really know how it's gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
We have assumptions, and I've been doing a lot of research off of past games, and I mean, I watched the Warriors and the Celtics. I see how both teams play. So it's not hard to tell how the game will go, but at the same time, you never know because coaches like to switch things up, especially when it's something as important as the finals.
That's a fact. Hey, Stizzy, real quick, Stizzy, did you see Draymond podcast? He talked about 2 days before the coaching staff creates the game plan for the team, and after they create it, they give it to the team and make sure everybody is aligned with their game plan and make sure everybody feel comfortable with that. Because if not, then they change the game plan, because if the players don't feel comfortable with it, being that they the ones that got to play, they can revise it and change things. You know what I mean? Like as far as like how you gonna head screens, as far as who gonna guard who. You know what I mean? Like, so it's so much that goes on behind the scenes. So I just thought about that when you said that. But go ahead, continue, bro.
Right now, what I'm looking at, I mean, I ain't heard that because I need to tune in to Draymond podcast more, but I don't really listen to it. I didn't send a couple clips, but I ain't really just sat down because I got ADHD kind of, sort of. Well, not really, but I just can't sit down and listen. But it'd be hard for me to sit down and listen to podcasts sometimes, but I'm laughing myself and I'm doing better with it. Helps a lot with getting plays and stuff because hearing the player's perspective helps you get a better intake on how that game and how the game plan gonna go going forward, although they're not really telling. But just hearing how he talking helps a lot. But I like that a lot. Okay, so Jason Tatum over 4.5 assists. As we know, teams have been targeting Tatum. And 9 out of 10 matchup wise, I believe the matchup will probably be Wiggins on him 9 times out of 10. That's just best overall. So it's gonna be a lot of production. As we've seen these prior games, Tatum is stepping more into a playmaker than just being a 3-level scorer. Because he knows if he doesn't do it, and with Marcus banged up and not being able to do it as efficiently as he's been doing it in the regular season, it's his job to step up. That Jalen, he's kind of iffy on whether or not, as we see, on whether or not he'll actually pass the ball because, I mean, as we may know, Jalen's just not the best playmaker. Dribbling-wise, passing, he just be focused on scoring. He's a 3-level scorer. That's what we know him for. I would say, so Jason Tatum over 4.5 assists. I also like, I believe for my book, Bovada, they have him at plus 100 for this. And like I say all the time, and everybody who listens or who've heard me speak up here, I'm one that's big on volume. Now, we all know that Brown and Tatum put up a lot of shots. And I feel like Jalen Brown points over 24.5 being plus 100 for my book, that's a steal. Because we know Jalen is going to put up, maybe 10 shots minimum, if not more. Him and Tatum have a lot of usage. They play a lot of minutes unless they get injured. And that's just low for him because he averages that. That's right there up on his average. Like, he creeps close to it almost every game. And he barely misses it. And then, I'm trying to think. And then another official is Boston first quarter. And then that's my 3 plays.
Boston first quarter. You took him on the money line, or you took him to cover the spread?
The money line.
The money line. Okay, that's like plus. I think I saw that plus 118 earlier.
Yeah, because Golden State gonna have some trouble. It just depending on what lineup they play. I feel like the two bigs is gonna give Golden State more trouble than people are giving them credit for. Because yeah, you got Draymond out there, but them two bigs pose a lot of second chance points for the Celtics. So that first quarter might be the perfect time for them to, take the lead just for that first quarter.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, good. Hey, Stizzy, I think I don't know, bro. I definitely like the Tatum assist. I think Tatum assist for sure. He been playing the game like I've been talking about his assist for a minute now. He been playing it. He just played the game the right way. He's not gonna force it. You know what I mean? He trusts his teammates. He trusts his guys to make shots and the offense to kind of flow without him being the focal point as far as having to score as much. So I definitely like the look on his assists. I think we get a aggressive Jalen Brown. And if Wiggins draws Tatum, then Jalen Brown should be, in attack mode a little bit more for sure.
Another thing. I'm sorry for interrupting you, Chris.
Nah, go ahead.
Regarding the Jalen Brown play, now watching, as we all know, that Klay is a great defender, but he's not the defender that he used to be.
Yeah, I was about to say, he might be a good defender now. I don't know if he's still great.
Yeah, he's a good defender, good to decent because of the injury. So, and Jalen's going to be attacking him. And I feel like Klay's going to drive heavy foul trouble. Do that mean that it's going to be? Because, look at Jalen's game and how he plays. He has a lot of shot-chucking moments. But for the most part, if he drives on Klay a lot, that will create issues a lot. And if you watch the Celtics and how they play, I don't know what to call the set. They make changes for the game, but they normally run kind of like a 5-out set with the center. Whoever the center that can't shoot as well, like Robert Williams, they'll bring him in a little more mid-range area to block, and they'll run 5-out. They'll have either a guard, well, mostly a guard, because they never let the centers come up and set the screen. Normally, it's either Derek White or Smart will come set the screen for Tatum, or it'll be Smart at the guard and Tatum setting the screen and rolling or coming up for the three.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I like your looks though, Stizzy. I like all your looks, bro. All three of them. Were things that especially that first quarter. I just want to before I lay it. I just want to see how things play a little bit. So I'm a little more conservative for game one, but I do like your looks, bro. I like your looks a lot. I saw Geechee in here. I think he dropped out, but I saw Geechee in here. I was gonna shout Geechee out real quick for coming through. Appreciate the looks, Stizzy. Annie, I want to come back to you, and then I want to move on to Dino, and then Fiji, and then I'm going on to Finesse. What's up, Annie?
Yeah, sorry, real quick, I forgot to mention something. So when you're speaking about coaching, so one of the Warriors assistant coaches, Aaron Miles, is part of the Boston coaching staff now. Like he joined back in December, I think. So coaching wise, they actually have an edge, whether you believe it or not. And every small edge in this series goes like a really long way. So I just wanted to put that out there because a lot of the coverages that Golden State has, the assistant coach would obviously know it. So, I just want to put that out there, whether it helps, because you're talking about coaches, whether, it helps someone or not. But I think it's something that might give Boston a bit of an edge. So I just wanted to put that out there.
Okay. Hey, I appreciate you sharing that. I appreciate you sharing that for sure, bro. Okay. Let's see. Where was I say I was going? Dino, I think you up next, bro, and then I'm coming to you. Fiji, what's up, Dino? How you doing, bro?
Yo, Chris, what's good?
What up, man? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Like you said, game one's a fill-out game, so I'm not too heavy on this. I just got like 2 props. So the first one is, firstly, I want to say, anytime I come on this space, you're gonna see a lot of Steph prop, man, because I just feel like he's playing for a lot of historical purposes right now. So you're gonna see a lot of Steph prop for me, like this final. So like today, I woke up and I checked my book and I see that his assist and rebounds is sitting at 10.5, and I'm like, it was 13.5, 12.5 in the Dallas series, and I know it's a different matchup, but the way I feel like Udoka is gonna try and get the ball out of his hands. So I see Steph having like 6-7 assists per game in this series. So and I know he's going to get a couple boards here and there. And in the playoffs, he's averaging 26, 6, and 6, so 26, 6, and 5. There was a series in 2017, he had 27, 9, and 8. I'm not sure, but I just feel like 10.5 assists and rebounds is a steal right now, especially like someone said before, like there's going to be a lot of missed shots because these are the two best defenses in the league. So I just feel like the 10.5 is a steal with the assist and rebounds. And then my second one was Draymond's 7.5 rebounds. So I checked on Stat News, Draymond game one finals log, and I just wanted to see how he's been playing because Draymond hasn't really played as well as he should have this playoffs. I don't know if that's just me. So I just wanted to see like how aggressive he comes out for game ones, and then in game, and he's had over 10 rebounds in 4 of his 5 finals in the game one. And I think all of them have been at home as well. So he's had 10, 11, 11, 11, and 6. So it's sitting at 7.5 right now. I think at a point in time, they're going to take out Looney and play him at the 5. So I think 7.5 is a good look as well. Going back to the point someone else made that there's going to be a lot of misses in this game. So, yeah, those are my 2 looks.
Okay. Hey, I hope you cash him, man. I hope you cash him, Dino. I definitely hope you cash him, bro. Fiji, I want to come to you, and then we're going to give it to my guy, Finesse. I'm pretty sure he got a lot to say about the game, man. What's up, Fiji? How you doing, bro?
Man,
Oh,
go ahead. Say what you got to say.
no, that's you.
Oh, okay. Well, first off and first most, much love to the community. Shout out to the speakers. Spread love is the Brooklyn way.
What up, Fiji?
And I feel like, it's been a while. I miss you guys. I feel like I got a lot of pressure coming because I'm coming on right before fucking Finesse, too. So I better drop something good. You know what I mean? But, we're here. We finally here. NBA Finals, ladies and gentlemen. It's sad, but it's here. You know what I mean? The season's coming to an end. And I think we have the best products coming out of the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference. So, we should, as NBA fans, we should feel privileged that we got a good 2 teams. They're both pretty, they're banged up, but their players are there. A lot of guys came back from the dead, Iguodala. You know what I mean? So it's going to be exciting. I love this shit. This shit's going to be fun. All right, so let's get into this Cappinn shit. All right, first and foremost, 3 times 2, ladies and gentlemen. This fucking team, these teams like to chuck some threes, I'll tell you. They love making that shot. I like that. That's a heavy lean for me. Minus 110. Also, game 1, bit of a fill-out game. I think these guys are gonna, we might not be able to see it because, the game is going so fast, a lot of transition plays up and down, the tempo's quick, but these guys are like superheroes. You see shit slow down. And a lot of sets, a lot of defensive, not starting rotations, but like whatever, like somebody who was mentioning it, I think Matt was mentioning it. Whatever defensive strategies they're going to throw out there, I think the teams are going to take their moment to feel these defensive little analysis that the team is doing on them with the players that they have on the floor, and try to make them pay for it. So like that, it sets a standard throughout the series for them. So, what the fuck am I trying to say? Because I'm blabbering over here. Okay, so let's suppose if Boston wants to go big and throw 2 big men out there, right? I think Golden State is going to, not take advantage of the moment, but switch, and make them pay for having those 2 big men out there and attack those 2 guys specifically. So like that, it makes the coach think, okay, oh shit, I got to resort back to going small, which favors a little more on Golden State, so they can try to get some rebounds. The same thing for Boston. If there's a situation where there's a defensive presence or a defensive matchup that Boston sees that they're going to try to exploit, they're going to attack it, especially in this game. So they could have the data, they can have the videotape, and and for them as players, they can get the feel and say, okay, don't ever put this man back on me again in game 2, game 3, game 4, because this is what I'm going to do to him. So what I mean by that, I really like the wire-to-wire bet. I like any other result. So I don't like wire-to-wire for Golden State, and I don't like wire-to-wire for Boston. I think it might be a situation where first quarter Golden State wins it. Boston wins the second. Golden State wins the third. They'll be leading going into the fourth, and Boston trying to come back and win the fourth quarter, but evidently doesn't win the game, and the Warriors win the game one. Or it could be the other way around. So that's another heavy lean for me, the wire to wire. Okay, what else I got? I read somewhere, I don't really remember where it was, some stat, but, please somebody correct me if I'm wrong, or please help me, fact check me as I say it. I'm hearing that Klay Thompson only needs to hit 2 or 3 more three-pointers to lead in playoff three-pointers made. Am I incorrect? There's a lot of incentive. If that's true, there's a lot of incentive for Klay to hit 2 or 3 three-pointers tonight, or at least to have high usage and chuck those motherfuckers up and see how many he can make. If the situation is that there's a record to be broken for him tonight, I don't think he'll be complacent with just 2 threes. He don't want to tie the record. He wants to beat it. You know what I mean? And and keep adding to it. I think the person who's holding it is LeBron as well. I could be wrong about this, but
yeah, no, that's right. That's right, VG. I think it's only 1 3 2 for the milestone.
1 3. So yeah, there you go. So for him to get 2 tonight, put it in the bank, and the books know it, because if you look at 2 plus 3-pointers for Klay, it's at minus 12,000, 1,200, excuse me. So it's insane. So that's another lean for me. So so far that's what Klay 2 or 3 threes. 2 3-point shots made in the first 3-pointers. Any other result with wire to wire, and last but not least, man, PRA on Robert Williams. I'm thinking under minus 14.5. Again, going back to what I was talking about before, I think they're really going to try to attack that man. I think they're going to make it real difficult for him. Golden State doesn't want to see big men on the floor. There's an advantage there for them. Stifling the middle, or just making it difficult for them to get some inside points, or just the rebound aspect. Robert's a mean boy. You know what I mean? And I know that Golden State plays a physical game, but the only one with the cojones to actually go up to him is Draymond. You know what I mean? Like, everybody else, I think Robert could play that bully ball with. That's just my opinion. So they're going to get after that man. They're going to make him switch. They're going to make him run around. They're going to tie that man out. So it's a good possibility he might go under his PRA. And that's what I got. That's what I'm going with. I hope you guys enjoy. And yeah, have a good time.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that, VG. Appreciate that for sure. I hope you cash them too, bro. VG, I want to come to you, and then I want to give it to my guy Finesse. What up, VG? How you doing, bro?
Yo, I hope you straight, man. Shout out Virginia, man. Shout out you, man. You know how we doing it, man.
Yeah. We good, VG. We good. I appreciate everybody for I forgot to say that at the beginning, man. I appreciate everybody for checking in, man. It was straight. It was just the power had went out in the real bad storm, but it passed. We still don't got no power. So I'm actually at my mother-in-law house. So we rocking out over here though. Everything good though. Like the family straight, the house straight, like we good.
Yes, sir. So I'm gonna just wrap it up real quick, because we gotta give it to my man Finesse. Shout out Finesse also. Basically, I don't know how y'all feeling towards Al Horford. He been playing a little bit bad. I fuck with bro. He be doing his thing here and there. But one of the plays that I really, put some money on was his points under. His assist is like 50-50. Like, he goes over 3.5 sometimes he doesn't. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just take it under. Took his under assist, and then I took his under threes. And I put something good on that. Comes out to 298 plus 298. So I put something on that. That's like my official. I'm gonna just give you my official tissues like real quick. And then I took Boston Celtics first quarter and second quarter. Those 3 for sure. And you know what? I got a couple other plays, but I'm gonna give the last one, which is like a very spicy one. Like, this is like crazy one. I took Marcus Smart and Jordan Poole each to score 20. And I also took, I'm gonna just give this last one. This is a crazy one. Do not tell if you don't feel like it. This is crazy as hell. Marcus Smart, 20 points and 10 rebounds.
Yeah. So you got
that's not that crazy, my boy.
I don't know.
Hey, look. So VG, you got a ticket with Smart and Poole both to get 20.
Yeah.
What's the odds on that, bro? That's probably crazy.
Let me tell you, 6,700. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a way to start the series off right there. Okay.
It's the finals, bro. Like,
that's
you
a
gotta
fact.
understand, like, coaches could do their thing, players could do their thing, but at the end of the day, it's the finals. Like, if you're not balling out or if you're not passing the ball to the person who's gonna ball out, then it don't matter. But yeah, it's the finals, yo. And I hope everyone in here cash and do their thing. And again, shout out to Chris. Shout out VA, you know the vibes. And yeah, we're gonna get to it. Yes,
Hey,
sir.
appreciate you, bro, as always, man. Definitely appreciate you. Let me get to my guy Finesse real quick, man. That's a spicy little 2-leg though. I like that Smart to score 20 and Jordan Poole to score 20. That's crazy. Finesse, talk to the people though, man. What's going on, man? How game one gonna go, Finesse? Talk to the people, bro.
Yeah, it was good, bro. I keep it quick. Most people in here should already know how I feel about the series. So,
Finesse, real quick. So I didn't I saw the update, but I didn't share it. So we did get news that Robert Williams is not only playing, but he's starting, and Marcus Smart is playing as well. Underdog just tweeted that. So we getting what we thought we was gonna get.
yeah, I knew that shit already. Marcus Smart was off the injury report yesterday, so it ain't no fucking way. If they can stand, they playing. So, yeah, a lot of y'all should know how I feel about the series already. Quick shout out to Snag. Quick shout out to Nitty. You know what I'm saying? When my boys win Game 7, taking it, moving on and shit, them motherfuckers MIA.
Somebody in that
fucking beat. No Snag. No,
they
it's
did.
my. Chris said it's my turn. No.
Somebody got me blocked.
My turn. Chris said it's my turn, so I'm gonna go now.
Just to let you know.
But yeah, shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all.
Talk about I disappeared, nigga. They blocked me. I ain't blocked them.
Oh, stop. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, we here to make money. So in terms of a betting perspective, I'm not on the game at all. Not on the side or total or anything like that. I really like two props in this game. The first one's going to be Kevon Looney under his PRA. So I caught it earlier at 19.5. It's in at 18.5 right now. I of course like it a little bit less, but I still like it. He's only averaging 15.3 PRAs in these playoffs, and obviously those numbers are boosted from last series where he just had an amazing matchup. Looking at his last 5 games, I took the last 5 games because the 3 prior to that he played almost no minutes, which might be the case in this series. We'll see. But last 5 games, he's only averaging 7.2 rebounds, 6.2 points, and 2 assists. So we'll take that. That's well under the number. I just think I don't think it's adjusted enough. So I like that play. I think the scoring is going to be an obvious problem. I don't think he's getting double-digit rebounds. So I think that number is just too high. So I like that under his 19.5 PRAs. And I also like Jalen Brown's rebounds and assists. So it's in at 9.5 right now. 65% hit rate in the playoffs, which, we'll obviously take, averaging 10.4 rebounds and assists in that span. Looking at his game log versus the Warriors, I took his last 6 games because, again, his minutes were very sporadic before that. So last 6 games averaging 10 points, 10 rebounds and assists. So we'll definitely take that. Not too much of an edge, but we'll take that edge. I think I like when I'm taking combination props like that doesn't include points and shit like that. I want to see activity. And Jalen Brown's very active around the rim, whether it's rebounds and shit like that. He's going to be trying to get into the paint a lot and create if they decide to trap JT. So, love that number as well. So it's a slightly juice now. I think it was at like 130. I caught it at 115. So I would just drink the juice and I love to play. So, drink the juice on the way to the window. So I love those 2 plays. Kevin Looney under 19.5 PRAs and Jalen Brown over 9.5 rebounds and assists.
Okay, so Breezy was on the Jalen Brown over 9.5. That was actually the first play she gave out. The first play I wrote down from that. So yeah. So Breezy up here with you. I'm pretty sure she like that. I think she's still up here. Yeah, she's still up here.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's get it.
Yeah, okay. Hey, Vanessa, I really like the Looney too. I didn't place that ticket yet, but it was one of the smaller tickets I think I was going to place as well. Just from a matchup perspective, I don't think Looney has the like you said, he just doesn't have the impact that he doesn't impact the game as much as we think he does. And Matt brought up interesting point as well, just how much Steve Kerr is going to trust him, being that he's not going to be able to be Shaq in this series, So like as he was in the last series. So Definitely interesting looks, Finesse. I do like that, you're being disciplined and kind of staying off the side, and just kind of going to the props because I do want to play a side. Like I said, just to be transparent, I did put a small ticket in on the 3.5 last night after me and Finesse finished the round table with Sosa. Shout out Sosa too. He just got up here. But other than that, I haven't placed anything. I will tell you guys, I'm real bullish on Clay going under. Like, I don't think he hits his 3 prop tonight. I don't think that he hits his points. It's sitting at 20. I think 19.5. And I was doing some research a little, just kind of analyzing the game just a tad bit before I got on here. And if you go back, what I did was the same way. If you've been in the spaces before, you know how I typically break the games down. So when you think about closeout games, I had tweeted out those charts, those closeout charts, based upon how players play with their backs against the wall. So I was looking at doing one earlier. I ran out of time to solidify it, and just kind of cropping that up and making that, look real nice and neat. But if you go back and look, right, so just to give y'all some stats real quick, I just went back and looked at game 1 of every series so far at this playoffs. And in the first round against Denver, Clay shot 7 for 15, 5 for 10 from 3, had 19 points. In the second round against Memphis, this is all game 1s, of course. Second round against Memphis, on the road, he shot 6 for 19, 3 for 10 from 3, only finished with 15 points. And then against Dallas in the last series, of course, at home, where they were the more rested team, he shot 7 for 13, had 15 points on 1 for 4 from 3. So being that his number is at 19 against the better defense, the best perimeter defense, I know it's contrarian. I know he at the crib. I know he a Splash Brother. I know he got the headband with the little fro. I don't care about none of that. If I'm looking at analytical data and we talk about Clay being closeout Clay, I'm looking at taking this under, man. And like I said, I know that ain't spicy. I know it's spicy, and a lot of people probably not gonna be on that. But I'm projecting, Steph to probably get his numbers based on volume. I just don't think Clay's able to beat those guys off the dribble. Boston has a lot of great, wing defenders. So I think, Wiggins is gonna have to step up. His athletic ability is gonna have to come into play, and Jordan Poole gonna be looked at this, to kind of carry that offense when Steph takes a break. So real spicy look. I haven't even placed it yet, but that's just how I'm kind of seeing the series go. So it might not necessarily work like that tonight, but if I had a bet that I would place every single game, if you're gonna keep Clay points sitting at 20, I'm probably gonna take the under every single time. I'm pretty sure he'll go over it, maybe once or twice, but I think longevity wise, that'd be a bet that I probably put in, throughout the series. So go ahead, Finesse.
Can I interject real quick?
Yeah, of course.
First of all, I love that shit. I mean, obviously, that's not what people gonna be on. People gonna love, them light skinned boys like So's about to speak. He probably going, oh, I'm gonna take Steph for 40.
Pause.
But I love to play, first of all, and then second of all, Snag posted something up top. If there's 80% of the tickets on Golden State 3.5, like I'm loving life. So I see you on the bay for game 2 up 1-0.
You should bet them like 9.5 instead.
That makes perfect sense in my mind.
Sosa, go ahead, bro. And then I do want to get to YBB. YBB, you actually had a request in the live stream. Somebody want to get to the analytical data, so I think Finesse brought you up, but I'm definitely interested to hear what you got to say as well, my brother. So go ahead, Sosa, take it away, bro.
Appreciate you, Chris, Finesse, Matt, YBB, Breezy, Diddy, VG, and Stag. Glad you're all here. First off, my 2 favorite plays tonight. One is Jordan Poole. I think Jordan Poole against the second unit should have his way. When I see Derek White and I see Peyton Pritchard, I see barbecue chicken. So I think that 14.5 is a good number. I also sprinkle 3 threes. If you're trying to get over 1.5, it's juice to the max. I think he's going to get as many shots as he wants. He's got the green light. And then the defensive matchups as far as the guards, I like them for Jordan Poole personally. And the other play I'm on is Rob Williams over 6.5 boards. I mean, if he's starting, he's the best rebounder on the floor. He's better. He's better than Looney, and also I think he can get 7 defensive rebounds alone.
just based on the shots that are going to go up. So I like Rob Williams over 6.5 boards at -114, and I like Jordan Poole 3+3s at +205. Those are my two favorite plays for the game. And obviously, I like the 3.5, and I will sprinkle the 9.5 because Golden State, on average, wins game one in the finals that they've been in by 14 points. The only one they didn't cover was the one where J.R. Smith didn't know what the fuck was going on.
That's a fact. Okay. That I like the look on Robert Williams. So just to your point too. So like going back, like same data that I just gave you guys about Clay. Poole typically steps up in these moments, man. So in that if you go back to the first series when they played Denver, if you remember, Steph actually came off the bench. That was the only game that Steph came off the bench. Jordan Poole started that game. He had 30 points. Against Denver in game one. That's how he started the series off. 5 for 7 from 3. Of course, this isn't, Denver's defense, but he had 30 in that game. In game one against Memphis, Jordan Poole had 31 in that game. So, he typically starts the series off well. And this was on the road too. 31, 5 for 10 from 3, and shot 12 for 20 from the field. And then last series against Dallas, Jordan Poole, 19 points in game one. 3 assists, 2 rebounds, 8 for 12, and 1 for 4 from 3. So Poole is the guy that typically picks it up when somebody like Klay Thompson, I ain't gonna say let you down, but is not getting his player props. So I mean, it is a letdown. That's definitely a letdown. So yeah, I like that look. So I like that look a lot. You couldn't talk me into playing Robert Williams under 6.5 rebounds unless he gonna get hurt. But YBB, I definitely want to get to you, bro. I know you probably got some trends, some crazy trends. So I'm interested to hear what you got to say, my brother. Then we're gonna kick it back to Snagged and VG, and then I got Bad Guy in the building. Let me get Bad Guy up here, man. Go ahead, YBB. What's going on, bro?
Yo, what's up, Chris? How you doing?
What up, bro? I'm good. How you?
Oh, I'm good, man. I'm good. This is an exciting series that we got. Nice NBA Finals. I think it's a lot more competitive than most people may assume.
Mm-hmm.
But I also want to mention that I think there is an important player that the Warriors acquired and started utilizing a little bit more towards the end of the season that kind of makes this series a little bit more interesting, in my opinion, and that's Gary Payton. I think that he brings he's a hound out there, man, and he's good at switches. He's good on defense. He's quick. He's fast. I like him. I like him in a Warriors uniform. Hold on. But I'm gonna say, what's that?
Go ahead, YBB. You good?
I will say I like that dynamic, and what I'm getting at here is I think that the totals are justified, and you see we have game one at 212.5 right now. I think that a lot of these totals are going to be staying under. Actually, that's my hot take. I'm going to watch how game one goes, kind of see how the rest of the series plays out. But it's not a play; it's just an observation. That's all it is. My only play that I have is I took the Celtics in the first quarter on the money line. And here's why. I think that this has the same blueprint as the series. I'm going to flash it back a little bit. A lot of people probably won't remember this, but we go back to Celtics and the Heat game one. A lot of people are assuming, oh, no, the Celtics are off a 7-game series. They go out there and they beat the brakes off Miami in the first quarter and in the first half. They ended up losing the game, but in game one, that's where they shine brightest. And they have been responding very well in first quarters of these tightly aligned games. So the Celtics are a perfect 12-0 ATS in their last 12 games with a plus 3.5 to minus.
Can you say that again? I didn't hear you.
That what?
You said 12-0. I didn't hear you.
They're 12-0 ATS with tight spreads, so plus 3.5 to minus 3.5, right? But in these games where they have tight spreads, they're actually outscoring their opponents by 3.5 points in the first quarter. So I find value in that. They, they're coming out pretty hot and they're responsive. Now, one thing to note on this is, yes, the Warriors are 21-3 straight up in the Steve Kerr era. This data is a little bit scattered. I'm just going off my dome right now, but I do have this data somewhere stored. In game ones. So yes, they do respond well in game ones, but if you look at that number, they actually have a 23.8 to a 23.8 first quarter margin. They're not actually coming out hot. They're just finishing strong in those game ones. So I find a lot of value in that, in the Celtics in the first quarter. I think that they're going to come out, pretty responsive. And I think that Golden State will have to adjust. I think that, I don't know. I think it's a competitive series all around, but that's my only play as it stands. I just think that, we're going to learn a lot in the second half of this game of how the series may play out. So.
Yeah, YBB, I like that look a lot. I'm real close to putting that in as well. I cashed on them last game. I was in the trifecta spot. I didn't give it out officially, but I was on Celtics first quarter. It was an easy cover against Miami in that last game too. So I love the look, YBB. And I love that you disciplined too, that you're not forcing a lot. You know what I mean? You're sitting back and kind of waiting. So appreciate the insight as well, my brother, as always. Let me keep it moving. I know I need to get to YG real quick. Let me come back to YG. Then I'm gonna get to you, Nitty, and then Bad Guy. What's up? YG, VG?
My bad, my shit was still on mute. Yeah, man, just doing a little more, just to piggyback a little bit on that first quarter from the last speaker. First quarter points on Andrew Wiggins right now is sitting. My bad, bro. I gotta get the first quarter. I think it's at 4.5, but I believe it's plus money. I'm on FanDuel right now. I don't know what y'all using, but they took that shit off. Oh no, it's right here. My bad. Yeah, so Andrew Wiggins over 4.5 plus 108. So why do I like it, right? Most likely his defensive assignment is going to be Jason Tatum, is what I believe. It's what I'm guessing, right? If you notice back on that Dallas series, he was going to Luka a lot. But what he did that I liked the most was, he put the pressure on his defensive assignment. He put the pressure offensively. He put the pressure on them whether he was going to make them work, put them in a position where they're going to be in foul trouble. I think he's going to have the same mentality against Jason. I think I saw a stat today where Andrew Wiggins' points have gradually increased per series. So, who knows where he might be averaging in this one? You know what I mean? There might be some recession in that. But at the same time, I'm betting more on his aggressiveness, the fact that this man has been, pretty on a roll this year. We're getting his All-Star selection. He took that assignment with Luka a little personally because he was sat down in the All-Star game, I believe, for him. You know what I mean? So he's coming in with aggression. He's coming in with a lot of intensity to put the pressure on Tatum in a bit. So I like that. I also like Marcus Smart first quarter points. I really like him at over 3.5 at minus 122. I think he might come. This man is savvy, bro. This dude is smooth criminal. You know what I mean? And what I think what this man might do in the first quarter specifically, he might play dead a little bit. He might play, I got hurt, I'm banged up, my ankle's fucked. He made a comment that he's lucky to still be alive. He's just playing that bullshit because when he comes in that first quarter, that man is full throttle. He's going to play with a lot of intensity as well, a lot of aggression. And 3.5 points in the first quarter for Marcus, the way he's so sneaky, I get a little layups, maybe a quick three. I like those two real quick.
Okay. I got you down for that. Smart over 3.5, Wiggins over 4.5 in the first quarter. If you're looking for first quarter markets and you already was kind of looking at those plays, maybe that solidified it for you. Appreciate you, VG. Nitty, I want to come to you, and then I'm getting to my guy Ronald Kabang, RC in the building. What up, Nitty?
First of all, I just heard somebody. I had to listen to somebody just bring up Andrew Wiggins and the fact that he may apply some sort of offensive pressure on Jason Tatum. This is the same player that just got done playing. I think that guy's name is Kevin Durant. On some switches, he had to guard Kyrie Irving. Okay, forget that. They went to the next series. The Bucks. Never mind. And then I want people to understand this. Gary Payton II is undersized, and he's coming off an elbow injury. Please, people, it is going to be a walk pan out there for the Jays. I'm going to repeat that. If you don't know what a walk pan is, go ahead and go to Google. Look up walk pan. See what the fuck happens in a walk pan. That's going to be Gary Payton II. Just get that out the way. The prop that I played, I only played one prop. I actually played Steph, Clay, and the Jays to hit 4 threes plus.
Who to hit 4 threes, Nee?
Oh, I got the Jays. JB, Jason Tatum, and then Klay Thompson and Steph.
Oh, got you. Okay.
Yeah, I think that the Celtics, I think for sure, especially JB, he's gonna play comfortable. People forget he played at Cal, so he's gonna play very comfortable in the Bay Area, regardless of the noise and all that other shit. He's gonna play very comfortable, where he went to college at. But I have a lot of belief in Jason Tatum. A lot of belief in Jason Tatum coming into this game. I do got y'all losing though. Let's not get the praise overshot. I got y'all losing this game by 10 plus.
Who is y'all, Nee? Who you talking to?
You saw I'm talking to Finesse.
Oh, okay. I was just making just because he co-hosting don't mean I'm a Laker fan, bro. We ain't gonna talk about that, but yeah.
First of all, what he calls? Oh, I see what you're doing. You got to do.
Nitty, a Laker/Celtics fan.
No, I'm a Laker. Today, I'm Steph 30. What's that? SC 30? That's me today. Today. Absolutely. I'm about to go ahead and cover these Laker colors up. I'm about to get with these boys. Let me follow a couple of these clowns right now so I can keep up with the stats because I want to see it. That's another thing I want to see too. Like, let's not forget, they keep trying to play this underdog card and all that bullshit. Nah, this the 6 finals. They should come out here, spank these little niggas up real quick in round 1. It shouldn't even be debatable. This should be, I think it'll go 5 to 6 games. But if it goes 6, I'm still going to clown. It should be 5. It should really be 5. They should get y'all the fuck up out of here. They have not had to play any talent. They've had their chance to rest. They should get y'all the hell up out of here so Steph can get his 4th ring. That's what should happen. Anything else that happens against that, first of all, I'm going for 2 weeks because I don't want to see you hosting on a damn thing. I don't want to see your timeline, your tweets. I already know people going to be in my DMs. I don't want to experience any type of Celtics happiness. It's been 10 years plus. I hope we go another 10. So, you know what I'm saying? But realistically, those are my plays. I did just jump back in, though. I played 10 points, 10 rebounds for Robert Williams, only because Looney's going to turn into a Looney Tune. He ain't played no big men, and I don't know how many weeks. He's going to get his ass out there and get embarrassed. If you don't believe me, tune in at 9 o'clock. It's about an hour from now. He's going to get his big ass out there and realize, oh, my God, there's some real niggas on the court. Excuse me for cussing. It's a recorded line.
I don't care, nigga. I don't care,
but yeah,
bro.
That's the realism of this, man. In reality, the Celtics, he had a hell of a run. I will say this, though. If the Celtics somehow win this, Jason Tatum, arguably, you could put him up there. He had a top 5 run to his championship rings.
That's a fact, Nee. That's a fact. That's a conversation for another day, but I agree with you on that.
That's the most unbiased take I'm going to have because I got about 59 more minutes, and then after that, I'll be a bunch of terrible takes and a bunch of bullshit.
Facts.
But literally, this run that Jason Tatum is on, if he can capture that ring, oh, my goodness.
Yeah, he's sending some Hall of Famers to the crib for sure. He definitely sending some Hall of Famers to the crib.
Listen, man, I can't wait for him to leave Boston, too. Come on down. You know what I'm saying? Because you see how he rocking. He might have that green on, but y'all see when he rocking that game 7. You see who he texting. Y'all see what's going on. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But listen, in reality, though, this really should be Steph's 4th ring. I think they really should capture this. I really expect dominant performances from Steph, get him his finals MVP. That also should shut up a lot of dumbass takes that people have about the brother not having the damn trophy. So I hope that he does capture that. And kind of open some more doors for basketball takes, too. Like, Steph winning this ring is going – I'm not talking about the idiotic shit either. Like, you LeBron and Steph stand, you niggas want to go ahead, that's fine. But he will legitimately enter the top 10, and I think he can start pushing some of those narratives and some of those conversations. I already have him as the 2nd best point guard ever behind Magic. I don't think there's anything he can do to eclipse Magic, but I think he can make the conversation very interesting.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Diddy, you got to get back into space, bro. Send me a link when if you hold that space, I'll definitely pop through there. But
we gonna have a space tonight, Diddy.
You know what? I really just pop in with y'all, man. I'm busy, but I catch y'all. I will probably be coming out with a podcast, but that's just it. I mean, that's really my take, though. I have the Warriors tonight, 10+.
Okay. Hey,
I think they're gonna run them out the building. I think
good.
they're gonna run the Celtics out the building.
Good. Hey, good luck. Good luck with that one, Nitty. I appreciate you coming on and sharing your take too, bro. Let me get to
it, man.
Yes, sir. For sure. For sure. I appreciate y'all. RC, it's on you, bro. And then Mitch, I'm coming to you. And Jay Prince, I'm coming to you. What's up, RC?
Yeah, dude. The last dude, Nitty, he was kind of confusing me for a little bit because he was talking shit about Golden State, and then he started picking Golden State to win. So
That's because he a Laker fan, RC.
That's normal.
I got confused for a little bit, but yeah. So he was talking about the defense, right? Like how Wiggins and Gary Payton don't really mean nothing really. To me, I think Golden State's defense is getting discredited a little bit too much. I mean, they were literally right behind Boston in defensive rating throughout the whole regular season, and they pretty much didn't have Draymond Green, who's basically their defensive catalyst for about 2 months. So for them to be able to be up there defensively throughout the regular season without him, to me that means a lot, and that also means that the guys coming off of the bench have been doing a pretty good job defensively as well. That's one thing that I just want to touch on defensively on that side. But things to me pointing to the Warriors here for Game 1 specifically. I'm not going to touch anything in the futures. I'm going to take it game by game just because of the health status of all these players and the importance of all these players. To me, Game 1, historically, 2014 to 2015 NBA playoffs, since Steve Kerr has been the coach, Warriors are 21-2 straight up in Game 1s of series. If you add to the fact that they're single-digit home favorites, like they are today, 10-1 straight up, 9-2 against the spread. Another thing, too, since the 2018-2019 playoffs, teams coming off a series that ended early versus teams coming off a Game 7, 8-2 straight up, 7-3 and 7-3 against the spread, including 2-0 straight up and against the spread. In these current playoffs, both games involved the Warriors and the Celtics. Warriors beat Mavs in the Western Conference Finals. The Celtics lost to the Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals. To me here, a lot of the signs are pointing towards the Warriors. If you talk about Game 1s as well, we just touched on how well the Warriors do in Game 1s. Celtics have failed to cover every single Game 1 in the Eastern Conference playoffs this year. They beat the Nets, but they didn't cover that Game 1 against them. So to me, just this single game, Game 1, it's pointing me towards the Warriors. I do like the take of the Celtics sticking with them first quarter, first half. So if you want to get a better number on the Warriors, I think doing that live or even just taking them second half. If you go back to the Heat game, Game 1, when I think YBB brought that up, Celtics stayed with them, and then in the third quarter, what happened? The Heat came out the gate. They made their adjustments. They took that quarter by 25 points, I believe, or somewhere around there. It could be the same game script, in my opinion. It's something that follows that same situation. To me, that's the way that I would look in this game.
Yeah, RC, I think so. First of all, appreciate all the looks, appreciate all the data as well. I know you're big on trends as I am too. Love the takes, bro. I got a question for you, RC. I'm interested to get your opinion on this. If we see so much of the money, RC, because like I said, I mentioned already, I put a ticket in last night after we finished the show with Sosa, on a small ticket on Golden State to cover the -3.5. But RC, are you at all worried that all this money is coming in on the money line and the spread for Golden State, and the line hasn't moved from 3.5 at all?
No, because to me, so we're gonna talk about this shit next Friday. On my show with a sportsbook manager, we're gonna talk about what these percentages mean. To me, it don't really mean anything depending on the team. Warriors are always and have been a public team, just like New England in the NFL when they had Brady. They were always gonna get most of the money, most of the tickets, regardless if the sharps or the public guys are on it. And the Warriors are that team here in the NBA. So to me, the numbers and percentages should be the last thing that you look at. Do your capping, do your process, trust yourself. Don't trust what everyone else is doing. Because at the end of the day, if you're just trying to fade the public, you end up losing. That's on your ass. You know what I mean? Like that's my take on looking at the percentages. It shouldn't mean much.
Yeah. No, I agree with all that, Ron. I was more so curious if you thought it was weird that the line hadn't moved. Like if we, since we haven't gotten like a 4.5 or You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like the line came out at 3.5, and we literally have not. You know, I've seen some 4s, but like I just feel like because so much money's coming in, you know, maybe we would, you know, kind of see a 4.5. But I definitely agree, I absolutely agree, 130% with everything else you said.
Yeah, no, I'm not worried. I mean, the line is what it is because these two teams match up very well. If this was a neutral situation, right? Game 1 in a neutral field, both teams having rest. The line is telling us that these teams are exactly even, in my opinion, right? Because and if that's the case, and most of the money and percentages are on Golden State, and the line's not moving, that stuff doesn't matter to me. I think here we're gonna have a good series both ways here. You're going to see Boston with a 3-point line their way when they get home. None of that shit matters. I think here in the playoffs, if it moves, it's probably because of injuries or anything like that. I don't think we're not looking for like reverse line movements. We're not looking at that stuff here. I think no matter what we do, Celtics are going to get most of the money and Golden State is going to get most of the money and most of the tickets. And if the Sharps are really on it, it would move. If the Sharps are really on the Celtics side, then it will move. But really, there's nothing. It's not going anywhere.
Okay. Hey, shout out to RC. Appreciate the analysis and the breakdown, man. If y'all not giving this guy a follow, I don't know what y'all doing. Professional capper. He's at Sports Memo. Does his own show, Let's Cap, daily, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11 Pacific Standard Time, or Pacific. Yeah, I guess it's Pacific Standard Time. Yeah. So, hey, shout out to Ronald. Appreciate the breakdown, Ronald. All the looks as well. Yeah. That's hard to follow up, but I do appreciate you, RC. I do want to get to I want to get to Mitch because I know you've been waiting for a minute, Mitch. But before you come on, Mitch, I posted a tweet up top. Shout out to Jay Will. He sent this to me in the YouTube. The tweet from Keith Smith, and in the tweet, if you guys look up top, it says Ime Udoka said Robert Williams will start tonight. He can play however many minutes are necessary, but the Celtics will try to keep his minutes down to keep him around 20 minutes for his best impact. So I know we talked about his rebound line, and Jay made a good point. And this is what I was looking at as well. He said if Robert Williams' minutes are limited to 20 minutes, like Ime said was the goal, his rebounds could be a trap. The 10 times he's played less than 21 minutes this season, he's only eclipsed 6.5 rebounds 3 times. And only once in the last 5 games since April did he go over 6.5 when he played less than 21 minutes. So, you know, take that into consideration. If you haven't put that ticket in on Robert Williams rebounds yet, the books know, as well as we know, that if Robert Williams plays, a full complement of minutes, he'll crush the 6.5 rebounds for sure. I don't even think that's in the question. But that line is low for a reason because you really got to cap how many minutes you think he's gonna play, right?
Juiced on the under too, Chris?
You said it is, Matt?
I'm pretty sure it's juiced on the under.
I didn't even look at it yet.
Sure. No, it's about even now.
Okay.
Either way, when I was looking at it earlier today, it was a little juiced on the under. It actually, the over is a slight favorite, but it's negative on both sides. So
Okay, yeah. The books don't know. Yeah, they definitely don't know. But just something to take into consideration if you were thinking about taking his rebounds. But yeah, let me kick it to Mitch. I know you've been waiting for a minute, Mitchell. Welcome up, bro. How you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. How you guys doing?
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
You're good. I got one solid prop tonight that I absolutely love, and I looked at the last 8 games. I think it's hit 7 out of the last 8, and it's Klay Thompson assists, and tonight it's over 2.5 at plus 129. And I got to the 8th game, and he's hit 7 out of the last 8, and I just stopped. I just said, screw it, I'm gonna fucking take that. The other 2 that I was looking at was Wiggins threes over 1.5. I think that's at minus 106. And I know that there are some game flow issues that were going on with the Mavs the last time with stuff like that. The other one was Marcus Smart over 2.5 threes. He gets a lot of attempts. That's still plus money. I think that's right around plus 111. But the one that I really, really like is that Klay Thompson assist over 2.5 at plus 129. The number, I just looked at it. I looked at it like 30 minutes ago. It was plus 110. I looked at it 15 minutes ago, sitting around on here. It's plus 120, and now it's a plus 129. I don't know what the hell is going on, but I just want to get you guys' intake on that. As far as like a game line tonight, I don't really know if I want to mess with the spread or anything like that. I kind of just want to play player props and maybe just do a couple lives or something. Like, I know that the Warriors in game ones are 7-0 in game ones, like straight up. But I mean, is it going to be like a how many times do we see a line like this at 3.5? Like guy that was just on a second ago, it's at 3.5 and it's not moving. Warriors going to win by 3 points. Everyone gets screwed in half. Like, you know what I mean? I think I might just play the live lines tonight if I was going to do anything versus spreads or but tonight.
Hey, Mitch, you break it. You break.
I'm just going to do player props.
Okay, yeah, you breaking up just a tad bit, Mitch. But I think you make excellent points, bro. I couldn't talk you. No, you good. You good. I couldn't talk you off. Staying off the the pre bets before the game start. Playing the live lines like you said, and playing the player props. Just to kind of get a fill out. I talked about that in the very, very beginning. I know some people probably joined late, but yeah, I think you're onto something, Mitch. And good luck with all your plays, bro. Definitely good luck with all your plays. Let me come to Jay Prince, and then Daily Uncut Gems is in the building, so I definitely got to get to my guy. Jay Prince, what's going on, bro? How you doing?
What's good, man? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you good?
Okay. It's my second time joining you guys. I appreciate this. I love seeing everybody's different aspects and what they like. I had two things I wanted to talk about. One, what I like the most right now is the Steph Curry over 10.5 rebounds and assists. That's looking really good. For he's 10 of 16 out of 16 games. He's killed that. 10 of 13 when playing 30 plus minutes. So that was my number one pick. But I was also trying to figure out what do people like, because DraftKings is doing like a little thing where it's like if you bet on whatever team you bet on money line, as long as if they can be up by at least 10 points, you win your bet. So I was trying to see like what people think about that, like not even thinking about the whole game, just what team do people think can at least just have a 10-point lead so that bet could cash, because it's like a max of 500 on that. If I can make a quick 500 on that, why not?
Yeah. I think.
I'm trying to see what people's aspect on that one.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Matt. Yeah, take it, Matt.
Yeah. The value is obviously on the Celtics. If you want to take that prop, you almost gotta play Boston. It's going to be everybody I know that is playing that has put their money with Boston on that, because it then allows you on a different book to come in and get your money out. Like say Boston goes up and gets it done, gets 10. You could then jump in on the Warriors money line on a different book and remove your. You're going to win that bet, but you could win 2 bets basically. You have a free crack at a Warriors home team to come back in and get a really nice plus money, hopefully odds on it, and have a chance to win 2 bets there. So that's how I know a lot of people are playing it.
Yeah, I was thinking that also because from what I've noticed, Boston comes out the first quarter like even in the series with the Heat, they were coming out blasting early. So I was thinking, maybe the Celtics come out early and just start blasting, and get that little quick 10-point lead in the first, and then you know how the Warriors play. They start second half and bringing that back, and So I was thinking that like with the Celtics more on that, but I just wanted to see what everybody else was thinking.
Yeah, I appreciate the look, Jay Prince, because I know Matt probably got that DM to him a couple times, and I definitely got that DM to me as well. Matt's breakdown I think is picture perfect, because he talks about how you could win 2 bets for sure. So I'm glad you asked that, Jay Prince, and good luck on all your plays, man. If you do end up playing it tonight.
Yeah, appreciate y'all.
Yeah, for sure.
Go see me again.
Yeah, for sure, bro. I appreciate you being here. Real quick. Yeah, for sure. Good luck, bro. Real quick. So on that note, right? On that note, I wanted to bring this in because I told you guys I had like a bunch of notes. So when I was going back and kind of capping the quarters, to see who plays what. Well, not capping the quarters, but going back to see who plays well in game ones. And I talked about Clay under and Jordan Poole overs. If you go back to the first game against Denver, Denver covered the first quarter spread. I don't know exactly what that number was, but they covered the first quarter spread because the Nuggets won the first quarter by 1, right? And if you go to the second series against hold on. So let's see. So first game versus Denver, Denver won the first quarter, even though the game was in Golden State. Denver won the first quarter 27-26, so they covered. Golden State 0-1 in the first quarter so far. Then you move on to the Memphis series in the next series, which was in Memphis. Memphis covered that first quarter spread. They won 32-28, right? So Memphis covered that. So Golden State 0-2. Then you move on to the third series against Dallas. And the Warriors did win that first quarter. They won the first quarter 28-18. So you get Golden State 1-2 first quarter, ATS and straight up. When you're thinking about whether or not you want to play Boston in the first quarter. I like Boston in the first quarter. I actually like Boston in the first half. I haven't placed that ticket at all, but Euphoria just asked and we kind of talked about it. He said he was leaning towards Boston as well. Yeah, I haven't taken it yet, Euphoria, but I'll probably end up putting that ticket in and putting something small on that. Daily Uncut Gems, I want to come to you, and then I want to get to Mike Jones. What's up, Uncut? How you doing, bro?
What's up, man? I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm good, bro. I can't complain.
Yes, sir. So I sent you a few things. We've been chopping it up about a few things in the DMs and everything. I think, biggest thing I just want to throw out there, I think game one, man, in any series, regardless of if it's the finals, first round, whatever it is, man, it should always be a fill-out game. Disclaimer, don't throw the entire bag on something just because it looks good, because, when it looks too good, it's probably too good to be true, so.
That's a fact. Say that again.
Yes. Man, I can't even tell you how many screenshots I have on my phone just from, what I like to do is just get, a good idea of where they're placing these lines and then track it throughout the series. Based off the performances and seeing that people just barely went under, barely went over, and then see where they put their player prop total at the next game. One of my leans for today, though, honestly, I'm really looking at that first half under. It's at 104.5. Both teams eclipsed this, actually, the last game. One of the biggest things, the reasons why I think this has a good opportunity to hit, though, is really just the Celtics' ability to switch 1 through 5. I actually went to the Game 7 Miami Heat Celtics game. Crazy game, but man, just seeing that live, just them being able to switch 1 through 5 was just crazy. Something that I think the Warriors haven't seen thus far throughout the playoffs. And then going on the other side of that really is just seeing the Warriors have to adjust and have to go into that zone against Dallas. They really were not able to guard a lot of these players one-on-one. And they went into a zone multiple times, which is something that I don't think they're going to be able to do against the Celtics, just because they can't stretch it all 5 with, Al Horford and others being able to shoot threes. So one thing I'm looking at, like I said, is really just that first half under. It's a small play for me just because I kind of want to gauge where this series is going to go. But I do think, to a lot of people's points, it's people are heavy on the Celtics defense, but the Warriors defense has also looked pretty good as well, outside of that last series. So I'm on that. Another one that I'm on is Klay Thompson's under. He hasn't had a good series, or a good playoff run, honestly. If you look at his stats, despite that, game 6 and that last game that he had, he's went under his player prop, almost every single game. He has some of the worst, plus minuses throughout the playoffs, statistically. So I'm looking at that. And then just another thing I throw out there, I like to look through, DraftKings and FanDuel and look at promotions that they have. So a lot of them, it'll be Jason Tatum and Steph Curry to both have 25 points or something like that. So I look at the live player props and I like to see who's going over that, especially when it's boosted from plus 220 to plus 400. I like to look and see, okay, Jason Tatum already, where's Steph Curry at? Because I know, he has those long minutes of time on the bench. And that player prop starts to go down quick once he hits that bench. So, I like to really gauge those player props when they boost them and then try and take, one of the two, depending on where it's at. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to throw that out there. Best of luck, everybody, tonight. Yeah, definitely play it safe.
Hey, same to you, Daily. Uncut. I like the looks, bro. I like the looks a lot. Quick question for you before you bounce. Steph, not Steph, Clay. I talked about his under. Uncut. I really liked his under too. And when I looked at it earlier and was doing my research, it was at 19.5, and I see it's actually down to 18.5 now. So some money's come in on that under for Clay points. What did you lock that in? And if so, what did you get it at?
Yeah, I got it at 20.5 last night. Actually,
ooh, shout out to you, bro.
I'm looking at it for a minute just because he's been on my radar, man. Like, I know he had that really good game last game, and he had that really good game 6. But outside of those 2 games, man, like, Clay just hasn't looked the same, in my opinion. That might be contrary to what a lot of other people think. But, man, Jordan Poole, I don't know, man. This offseason going to be interesting. I don't think they're going to leave Clay. But, man, I'm not going to lie. Like, up a little bit. I'm not, I think they would be just as good, if they could pull some minutes. But those were 2 other things I wanted to mention as well, too. I did see that one of the most bet player props on MGM, 77% of people are taking under Steph, 27.5. He did get hurt that last game against the Celtics. Marcus Smart fell on top of his ankle, so I'll be very cautious with that one. And then the other one that I seen was Jordan Poole over 15.5 was the other most bet on player props. So I generally fade those ones, but I'm going to be cautious today and just kind of pay attention to it. But I did want to throw that out there.
Love it, bro. Love it, man. Love all the angles that you just bought, all the information that you shared, bro. Appreciate you for being here. Good luck on your plays tonight as always, bro. And I hope you cash them, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you as well, dog. Keep doing your thing.
Yes, sir. Mike, I know you've been waiting for a minute. Let me get to Mike Jones, and then my guy Vaughn in the building, Boogie, and then we're going to close out. It is almost 8:30. I'm going to try to wrap it up about 8:30. So I know they give people about 30 minutes to, just do their thing real quick before the game come on. But yeah, Mike, take it away, my brother. How you doing today?
Yo, I'm doing good, Chris. What about you?
I'm good, bro. I can't complain, man.
So I just got 2 takes. Make this real quick. One take is the one that you said when you asked about, do you have to be worried about all the money being on Golden State? And to me, I'm always worried about when it's lopsided. So the one thing, when you have one time prime game, it's really hard to see where the sharp money moves at because it's such a highly favored public bet. So it's really hard to judge and tell, is there going to be enough sharp money to move it? But the sharps are on Boston, and I got a pretty good bet. I grabbed Boston +4, and I took Boston team total over 105.5. Big bet. So my other take is you brought it up when I found out that Robert Williams' minutes were going to be limited, and then I reverted back to Al Horford. I like his rebounds ladder because even when he played Milwaukee, he averaged 12.7 rebounds in that series. So I really like this spot, and I really think he'll be a big difference for the paint area if they say that Robert Williams' minutes is limited. And I like his rebounds all the way up to 15 because he's cut 16 twice, I do believe, in the Milwaukee series.
Okay, so you got Horford rebounds laddered?
Yep.
You took him at 9.5 and then all the way up to 15?
10.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, 9 and
so 10 plus 1 is plus 106.
Mm-hmm.
And then 12 plus 204, and then 14 was plus 520.
Oh, okay. Okay. So Horford get all the rebounds tonight. If he guarding, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a spicy look. I don't think I heard nobody say that yet today, Mike. Okay.
Yeah.
Horford rebounds, so and then I got you down for Boston +4, and I got you down for Boston team total. You said you got it at 104.5, right?
No, it moved 105.5. I saw Golden State, their line is at 109.5. Man, I can't tell you how many team totals I took at 109 and then burned.
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
Yeah. I think we go towards the under in this one too. So I didn't place that ticket though. I'm gonna get off here and probably make like a couple smaller bets, like, just kind of like what we're talking about, like kind of filling it out. Like I do want to drop, a couple units on something, but I probably won't do it tonight. Like I said, I did place a small bet on Golden State minus the 3.5 yesterday. It was a real small play for me though. Like nothing big, nothing significant that's going, do like it ain't gonna be money that I withdraw. Put it like that. Withdrawal day hopefully coming in game 2. I'm trying to cash something out on withdrawal day. But yeah, I appreciate the looks though, Mike. I think you got some interesting takes, bro, and I hope you cash them, man.
Yeah, somebody brought up Jalen Brown too. I think he's the one that has the big night today.
I can see it. I like him. I like Jalen Brown. I like Jalen Brown. I like Wiggins to one of those guys to potentially be a fade of Tatum and Steph Curry to be the highest point scorer tonight. I can see it.
Like I like Jalen for like 30 and 5 threes. I'm not even gonna lie. That's how much I like him.
That's spicy, Mike. Okay, go ahead and put that in the parlay and shoot that into my DM so I can see what them totals looking like.
All right, that's a bet.
Yeah. Okay. Let me get to Vaughn. What up, Vaughn?
Oh shit. Yo, what's good, bro?
What up? How you doing, bro?
I'm good, bro. Just leaving practice, man.
Word. What you lock in, Vaughn? You got something locked in?
Yeah, man. So, game 1, like we said yesterday, we ain't gonna go too heavy. I don't have more than a half a unit on anything. So right now, I already have played Jalen Brown rebound. Last 3 times they've played, he's went, I think, 8 or more. If we look at the last 3 game totals, guys, I think 27 rebounds. Or if it's like the last 4, like it's like 37. It's one of those 2. But he's averaging like 8.5 rebounds, and his line was at 6.5. So we already got that in the pocket, man. We really like Jalen Brown rebounds tonight. A half unit play for me. Another one I did, man. I went ahead and took Golden State, man, on an alternate spread at 9.5, bro. That stat you were talking about yesterday with teams in game 1 being 7-0, 6-1 against the spread. All right, y'all have a good night. With everything going in Golden State direction, man, I really like Golden State at home tonight to win this game, comfortably. So we took Golden State at minus 9.5 at plus 196. We already got that locked in. Those two are very official for me. Another one I've already locked in, Andrew Wiggins points. I heard you talking about it a few minutes ago, so I ain't gonna regurgitate a lot of that. But yeah, we really like Wiggins tonight, bro. But yeah, those 3 are more, and they are all official for me. I want to do something with Boston early, bro, but I don't want to get too many plays into the game. But I really like Boston first quarter or first half. I don't know which one I like which one I like more.
Yeah, Vaughn, me too, bro. Me too. I'm probably gonna pull the trigger on that one. Like I said, I haven't yet, but I do think so looking back at the data real quick, Vaughn, if you go back to series 1, let me just do some quick math. So the Warriors won the first half, but lost the first quarter against Denver. Against Memphis, they lost the first quarter and lost the first half. And then against Dallas, they won the first quarter. They lost the second quarter, so they did win the first half. So typically, like if you watch Golden State, they don't typically start off the hottest. Like sometimes it take them a little while to warm up, but second quarter they typically get going. And the game is always, pretty close, like it's always like they might be winning by 4 or 5, or they might be down by, 3 or 4, maybe even 5. But then the fourth quarter, they typically, win the fourth quarter by 8 to 9 points. So then they have a comfortable lead going into the fourth quarter, and their offense continues to kind of, flow well. So, yeah, Vaughn, that's a tough one, bro. It's tough to kind of pick and choose whether you want to do first quarter or first half. You in the blender. You in the blender, Vaughn. We can't hear you. You breaking up. Yeah, I'll get back to you, Vaughn. Let me get the Boogie real quick. Boogie, can you hear me, bro?
Yo. I can hear you.
What up, Boogie? How you doing today, bro?
What's up? So I'm gonna try to make this real quick. All right. So first, I'm gonna start with my PRAs. So my only two PRA plays for the day will be. Hold on, I just played though. We're gonna go with the under on Robert Williams at 15.5. I played this before I heard the minute restriction, but I just see him having a tough game. They either gonna have him out on the perimeter or they're gonna be making him move on defense. I think it's just gonna be a tough game for Robert Williams. I got him going under his PRA, and Jason Tatum going under 40.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Also, put something small on them. They just like I always like to throw a PRA in there. But what I want to get into is, I look into the numbers just like a tall black genius and a lot of other cappers out here who just look into the numbers and try to match the numbers up for wins. So today is 35 Thursday. Thursday equals 35. So one of my first plays that I played today and I put a half the amount of money on was I'm trying to find it. Was the Cincinnati Reds. So the Cincinnati Reds, they could have stayed on, I believe it was 35 wins today if they lose to the Nationals could stay on 35 wins if they lose to the Reds. 35 is a number that people who study these numbers, we love on Thursdays. They just never seem to fail us. So the Reds is winning right now 3-0. I played that first half and the end of the game, so my 35s is adding up the right way. Today the Warriors can get to, I believe they can get to either 35 playoff wins or something like that today. They can get to their 35th win. So I'm playing the Warriors to win today. And for the series, I had all my notes together. All right, so for the series, Tatum is 7-3 versus the Warriors. Y'all know this is 75th NBA season. So I'm going to have Boston losing 2 games this series, and I got the Warriors winning in 6. I got a future bet on that. Also, the Boston Celtics also is 7-2 away right now. So if Boston lose all 3 of the road games, they'll be at 7-5 with the away record. So that 75 going to be coming up a lot. And also something that I sent to you in the DM before the Warriors made it here. So December the 17th, when the Celtics and the Warriors played, I believe that's the same game that Marcus Smart hurt Steph Curry. That game was 185 days after the Pope birthday. The Pope, the only reason I say the Pope is because the reason we say these numbers is the Jesuits are the ones who made the calendar and the English language, and they are infatuated with numbers. And from December 17th, a couple people that I'm around that follow these numbers, we already kind of had the Celtics and the Warriors going to the finals. A lot of numbers added up to it, and here we are. So I already seen this happening, but one thing that I sent to you was a lot of NBA players win the championships in their 13th season. This is Steph Curry, 13th year in the NBA. Michael Jordan won his 4th title in his 13th season. Kobe Bryant won one in his 13th season. And when Kobe Bryant won in his 13th season, that year, the draft, Stephen Curry was drafted. So now with Stephen Curry, 13th season, is his chance to win his 4th title. And Stephen Curry is 34 years old, the same age as Matthew Stafford, who won the championship this year, and also wear blue and gold and resides in California. And the last thing I'm going to leave out with, these numbers, they not just for sports and making money and betting, but it's anything that's big in media, it got numbers behind it. I really shouldn't be saying this on this recording space, but it's just good to let the people know. Like, I grew up being a very big NBA fan. I love the entertainment of it. I love the feeling of the competition. Oh, this team is good. I can't wait to see a good series. But at the end of the day, these people are they workers, you know what I'm saying? There's people above them who is not going to let these players let it pan out how they want it to pan out. It's going to pan out how the people over top of the NBA wanted to pan out. So whatever the refs need to do, they're going to make sure it pan out the way it need to pan out. And the last thing I want to say is I just want to bring up real quick yesterday. No, I think it was today. The big story is this Tulsa shooting, right? So the Tulsa shooting happened at 6161 Yale Avenue. Of course, it's a 6161 address on the 6/1 date of the year. Also, it is the anniversary of the Tulsa riot that happened, the race riot. So the suspect name and the suspect and the person who was one of the people that was shot there, both of their names equal 197. And also Tulsa shooting riot equals 197. We always like to say coincidence, but it's just so crazy how every time this stuff happens, it either go back to history or the numbers match. So I just got the Warriors tonight. I'm very confident on that. And then I'm also confident on the Nationals game's already on, but the Dodgers played so this is my parlay. People can play. I got these straight also, but the Dodgers play the Mets, and it's another 35. The Mets can remain on 35 wins on 35 Thursday. The Mets is 16-9 away. Los Angeles equal 161. So when the Mets lose today, they're gonna be 16-10. That's the 161. Dodgers are 15-8 at home. New York Mets equals 168. So when the Dodgers win today, they will have that 168 record. And that's what we're going with today. Y'all have a nice day and enjoy. I'll highlight y'all tomorrow.
Hey, Boogie, hey, that's a hell of a breakdown, bro. That's a hell of a breakdown. I ain't even got nothing to add after that, Boogie. Good luck, bro. That's what I'll tell you.
Yep, good luck, man. Thanks for the adventure.
Yeah, that's a story time. You need a YouTube video to go with that, Boogie, so people can keep up, bro. Let's see. Matt, you got anything you want to finish on, bro? I'm about to get out of here. Like I said, I was trying to close it off about 8:30. I know we went over a couple minutes, but you got anything you want to add real quick, Matt, before I shoot at the planet and then we get up out of here?
I mean, yes, kind of. Like part of me wants to go get a little Grant Williams or Jalen Brown threes. Just thinking that they're going to have a lot of dribble and kick from Tatum and Smart. Al Horford could fit into that too. Derek White could fit into that. And I'm just trying to go back to a little bit of what we learned from the Dallas series and what Golden State's going to live with. And I'm thinking I may have ignored that a little bit too much in my pre-game analysis here. So I'm gonna look into some 3-point props for the Celtics and see if I can't find a little value there.
Okay. Let's see. Who did I thought I had just bought somebody up. I think they dipped. Let me get from one conspiracy theorist to the next, man. I got it in the show with Tall Black Genius. He just requested that. What up, Tall Black Genius?
You already fucking up because we run this shit, man. We hop in the spaces and we give out these plays, and at the end of the night, we cash. You know, it's not just for entertainment, but this one is for entertainment purposes. Come on, man. We got Robert Williams sitting there, 6.5 this, 6.5 that. Like, this dude, every shot he takes is a slam dunk, so it's guaranteed to go in, Chris. Come on. Plus, we talking about small ball versus small ball. Draymond, he might body up somebody. It might be Horford, but somebody's going to clean up the boards, bro. I'm telling you, I might be teasing this Robert Williams double-double at plus 900 tonight, Chris. Oh, my God. Where my boy Mike Jones at? I got the 34 Paul Pierce tonight. But I'm not going to pick a side. You know, I'm going to look at the significance of these starting lineups. Kevin Looney, he's not going to do what Robert Williams is going to do. The X-Factor center in this game is Robert Williams, Chris. So I will be teasing that plus 900 with the double-double. Robert Williams, come on, Chris. You had 25 this regular season. You can't tell me you ain't going to pop him one time? All right, Chris, the official play. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Thompson is 2 3-pointers away from LeBron James' number 2 place all-time playoff 3-pointers. Klay Thompson's number 2, and you know he will be number 2 after tonight. So we're gonna take his 3.5 3-pointers for the over. I know Boston only allows 10 3-pointers per postseason game. This is an average. They only allow 10 3-pointers, so choose wisely when you're looking at the Golden State side. But for Klay Thompson to receive this career record in the playoffs, passing LeBron James, we're taking the 3.5. Klay Thompson, let's go.
Okay. So,
guys.
Tall Black Jeans official on Klay over 3.5. Okay. Hey, appreciate the look, Tall Black Jeans. Good luck, bro. Good luck. I would be on the opposite side of that though, Tall Black Jeans. I didn't play it, so I hope you cash it, but I think Boston defense does kind of shut down the 3-point line for Golden State, and I think that's what's gonna cause problems. That's it, man. That's it. I know I got a couple requests. I'm not gonna be able to get to y'all because I do gotta do a couple things before before the game actually starts in 15 minutes. One of them is actually tweet out all the plays. So I'm gonna get to that. But I just want to kind of wrap up the same way I always do, man. Check out the link in the space, on my profile. Go support if you want to. Official for me is Golden State minus 3.5. Like I said, I put a small bet on it. It wasn't anything big. Half unit play for me. Yeah. Half unit play. Golden State minus the 3.5. I do think that I gave out all the stats already. I'm not gonna regurgitate that information. Some other, as far as player props, some looks that I really, really like and some leans that I had was like I said, I really like Klay to go under the 20.5, 19.5, but now that's lowered to 18.5. So I'll probably stay off of that. And then I really like Boston first quarter. I do think that Boston can come out and kind of keep it going, similar to what we saw against the Heat in the first round. I mean, in the last round. And Golden State, they typically come out the gate a little sluggish. We'll have to see if it's Russ versus Russ. I'm interested to see what that looks like. But more so than anything, man, I'm just excited for the game. I don't want to, put a lot of bets in, lose a lot of money. I'm very conservative. I'm not putting together parlays. I do like Tatum rebounds tonight, especially with the small ball lineup. Didn't place that either though, but I really like Tatum rebounds, especially with Robert Williams being, we kind of got, a hint from Udoka that, he definitely going to try to give it a go, but we don't know what that minute, what his minute's going to look like. So I like, I like Tatum rebounds to go over. I couldn't talk anybody off Jalen Brown rebounds. He's been rebounding the ball, been a lot more aggressive as well. But yeah, game, and I talked about it in the beginning, man. Game 1 is a fill out game, so don't go too crazy. Don't put in too many bets, because after you get some action, after we see some things, we'll be able to attack it from a better perspective. Put it like that. I couldn't talk anybody off playing the game live, but yeah, that's what I'm on. I haven't placed the Boston first quarter, but I probably will put a little something on Boston first quarter. Nothing significant, but just to get some skin in the game. And like I said, I do got Golden State minus the 3.5. If it get real spicy, we'll do a halftime spaces as we always do. Yeah, that's really all I got. I can't close without my guy Prop Guy getting up here, even though he late to the party. Let me see what Prop got. What up, Prop? Prop, can you hear me?
Yo, Chris, what's going on, bro? You hear me?
Yeah. What up, bro?
Man, I know I'm a little late, but I cooked up one of my little lays, man. This one, I got it spicy. We at plus 119, bro.
What you got?
I just shared it up top. I just tweeted it out. I ain't even put it in the Telegram yet. We going Andrew Wiggins, 11.5 points. He's covered in a 9 out of 10, and he's covered this in 6 straight. Draymond Green over 4.5 assists. He's covered that in 9 out of 10 as well. And in 4 straight. Jason Tatum, 3.5 assists. I heard somebody say you see Tatum and Brown with the driving kick or whatever today. I feel the same way. Tatum over 3.5 assists. He's covered that in 10 straight. I use props out cash to simplify everything for me. But that's at a plus 119 for those 3. Wiggins 12 points. Draymond 5 assists. Jason Tatum 4 assists. I treat it like a 1 unit play.
Okay, I got that written down, Prop, and it is tweeted up top, so y'all can go back. If you jumped into space late, man, it's your first time, or even if it's your 10th time, these spaces are recorded. So if you guys ever want to go back and listen to, and I do them the same way, my breakdown is always going to be at the beginning. And then, people can start to, kind of flow in. So, you definitely can go back. I'm going to tweet out the plays real quick too, because I know we about 13 minutes, even though the game might not start till 9:30. They just keep pushing it back farther and farther from the actual time. But anyway, I like that look, prop. I like Wiggins' points too. I haven't placed the 15.5 yet, but I think it's a sharp number because he could land on 15. But I like Wiggins a lot because I like Clay under. Also, I would say I like Poole too, but I didn't play that either. I don't want to put out a lot of plays because I know if I do, people gonna tell a lot of stuff. And like I said, game one's our fill out game. So official minus the 3.5 for Golden State. And I'm probably about to put something on Boston first quarter. And then like I said, if at halftime, it's looking real spicy, then I'll start the spaces up. So if you want to turn the notifications on, you definitely can. That's typically a short space, but anything we like live, feel free to jump in, share your takes, and we'll get off of there real quick too. So as always, man, I appreciate you guys for coming through, giving out your looks. Good luck on all your plays, and I'll see you guys either at halftime or whenever the next game is. I think it's on Sunday. That's all I got, man. Y'all have a good night. Good luck on your bets, man.